we're back with a hype train, apparently.
Right.
Vin Diesel's going crazy.
3 seconds to hop aboard that hype train.
I already hopped aboard the hype train.
So, this is not actually Heroes of the Forgotten. This is we're running 2 D&D campaigns, kind of side by side, Cataclysm and the Forgotten. You can check out both of the previous episodes.
Oh,
we just hit level
thank you, Judgy.
3 hype train.
We had a level 3 hype train. Yeah,
this is as high as it's ever gone.
Judgy coming in with 100 biddies. Appreciate that, Judgy.
Choo, yeah. Messed up my train of thought. Anyway, so we have a bunch of all the old previous episodes of The Forgotten and Cataclysm over on our YouTube channel. You can go check that out, youtube.com/Nerdicopia Network. Go check out all those old episodes. But we're kind of switching back and forth between them, and currently we're on The Forgotten, so we're going to run this campaign for a while, and then we'll go back over and mix back into Cataclysm. At some point, these two may collide a little bit, so that should be interesting. But anyway, previously on The Forgotten,
2 campaigns will enter, 1 campaign will leave.
Yes, let's have JD and Meridius meet each other.
I mean, I'm not going to say it won't happen. I do like the
How long would that
stuff.
conversation last? Would it be a repeat of that fight at the campfire? Would it be that all over again?
No. I don't think it would be that hostile.
That's fair.
I
feel like they either would have a really intense conversation or they would just stare each other down.
Meridius would say we should go do this, and JD would be like, "You're not the boss of me." And then Meridius would be like, "Well, yeah, kinda I am." JD would be like, "Fuck you."
Fuck you.
And pull his gun out on Meridius. Meridius would cut the barrel off of the gun with his holy sword of Antioch, and then here we are.
It's the platinum Triton of the deep. Thank you. Its name is Riptide.
Wow, way to steal that from Percy Jackson.
Percy didn't have a trident; he had a sword. Thank you.
Listen,
still named Riptide.
He had a pen.
The only thing that I want to steal from Percy Jackson is Alexandria Daddario.
No, Jesus.
We don't talk about the movies, Clan.
Don't get her started on the movies, please don't. I've been yelled at enough.
Anyway,
continue.
Last time, you guys continue your track down into the Temple of the Elder Eye, and you got stuck in one of the traps, and ooze kind of slipped into the hallway and tried to expand out and basically dissolve you guys. So you guys were able to complete that, and you found 3 new party members. That was your reward. We found 3 people behind the door, and apparently they were a part of another group that was in here, and their party members met an untimely end to a mimic door and possibly the ooze room that you guys were in.
Question: did we ever find out if they found the secret of the ooze?
You have to ask them yourself.
The secret of the ooze. I don't want to ask for clarification.
The secret of the ooze?
Right,
hold on. Stop. We're stopping the show. Stop it. The second Ninja Turtles movie is called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles:
Okay.
The Secret of the Ooze.
Okay.
It also contains the famous song "Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go."
When I say it's been a while since I've seen any Teenage Mutant
little
Ninja
known
Turtles.
fact: Super Shredder in that movie is played by Kevin Nash, better known as Diesel in the WWE. There you go. Continue.
What do you know about Ivan Ooze?
I watched that movie in the theater.
You can get more of these random facts if you show up for our Thursday show. 3 old men.
That's true. It's full of
shameless
random
plug.
useless knowledge.
Shameless plug.
Diesel. Exactly. It's all a circle, chat, and the circle is to hypnotize you into watching more of our shit.
Oh, boy.
All right. Anyway, you guys merged
Stop,
your
Siri, I'm
parties
not talking to you.
together as you heard a scream coming back from towards the where you guys came into the temple. So you guys made your way back that way and to the south, and were attacked by some little ooze type skull faced looking things that tried to kind of climb down your throats. Some of you guys that got to experience that. So you killed most of them, and then 2 of them got away. So I'm sure that won't come back to bite you or anything. So don't worry about that. But you were able to find the source of the scream. It's Maisie from the other group that you knew about that was in here. And I don't think you've got to talk to her very much, maybe just a little bit. And but she is currently she got attacked and has collapsed on the floor. And that's what we'll pick back up here. Let's see, we'll switch back over to the map. There you guys are in the room. And music back on. Can't remember which music it was. We'll just pick one.
PS1 JRPG battle music.
Din, 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 din.
Sort of music from Final Fantasy 14.
I
This
can't
is
use
new.
that.
I don't think I've heard this music before.
It's really mysterious. That's what I was going
Okay.
Okay.
for. All right, so Macy is collapsed to the floor, and Meridius, I think you had knelt down.
I went and took my blue circle off this. I'm pretty sure my expeditious retreat has expired by this time.
Yep, I'd say so.
As Meridius kneels down, I place a hand on her shoulder. Maisie, are you still with us?
She shakes her head and yeah, she coughs and some like slime stuff kind of comes out onto the ground next to you there. Yeah, it was trying to choke me to death, I think.
Yeah, I don't know what those things were, but they were very nasty. I do not like these things at all.
Trix is no longer up by the ceiling. She's dropped down and is looking at the remains of the one she blasted closest to her. I think it was like there-ish.
Okay.
Man, I thought we had some weird critters back home. These are weird. She's basically flying parallel to the floor, like laying flat, looking down at it. And
As you're looking into the puddle, roll investigation.
okay. That's a 19?
19. You find 25 gold pieces.
Yay!
It's kind of floating in the goo.
There's a mental debate happening because she's resisting the urge to touch it, but then she sees the shinies and she's like, fuck it. And she's gonna reach out and she's gonna grab the gold.
Okay. So Maisie starts to stand up. Keltesh helps her up. Have you found any of my other party members? I got separated from most of them.
2 of them are dead.
You could have said it a little bit better than that. Just 2 of them are dead. They are dead. You could have said, I am sorry for your loss, but they did not make it, or something a little bit softer, Meridius.
Mordecai, I've already shouldered the face of the dwarf.
I know, but I mean, people like being let down easy. They don't
Yeah.
like the door pulled out.
They're the ones who
under
split
them.
their group, though.
And by her account, one died in this very room.
Yeah, I know. Are slimy jelly people that a common thing that adventurers run into?
There's no telling what we'll run into here.
Oh, great.
Maisie, do
Thank
you know
God.
where the others went?
Some of them were looking for loot. Figured it was still to be found since there's these creatures around.
Damn, she had 5 with her, right? Including herself.
Let me look. Been a minute. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there were 6 of them in total.
6 including herself. So 3 of your party is unaccounted for.
Yeah, we split up.
Did you go in pairs?
Yeah. We split, and 4 of them went one direction, and me and Devrin came south. I don't know if they split into twos that way or what.
Well, if they made it back past that ooze thing, I think that Chimera might have been, sleeping off a snack.
Whoa, good call, good call.
He was snoozing awfully hard.
Yeah.
Don't know if they was
Chimera?
through the room.
She looks startled.
Yeah, it was asleep, and we decided, do not disturb. We'll let that do its thing. But she's still kind of flying above the floor, and she's just kind of poking at the jelly remains at this point.
Spoofy's trying to fill some of his potion vials with little ooze things that they exerted to.
Let me know if you need anything cleaned off. I can I think I can do that because I did clean before this.
I'm a mess. She just throws her hands straight out, and the ooze just kind of flies off of her.
Oh, I was going to do that, but that is fine. You can do it too.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to take that from you.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. I just wanted to practice. I'm very new to being able to use the magic.
I can. Here, I'll put it back on. And she puts her hands back out and draws it back in. The slime goes back up on her. It's just some on her face.
Yeah, that is a very cool trick. I've never heard of anybody be able to make themselves dirty.
It's the same spell. It's just the reverse. It's.
Oh.
Okay, education.
Okay. Okay, let me try this. I've never done this before. Hold on. Either this will make you clean, or you will need to dodge a firebolt. One or the other. I don't know which.
Okay.
And Mordecai looks at her and does the snap little motion thing with his hands.
As you're doing it, she looks over at Keltesh, kind of worried, and he's just got this grin on his face, kind of making eyes at her a little bit.
And he closes his eyes. He's like, "Did it work? Is she clean or on fire?"
And
Why would you set her on fire?
You look, and she is clean.
Excellent. Very good. No, Trix. Is it Trix? That is your name, right? Trix.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Mordecai. I'm very new to magic. Before I did this and I went with Meridius, I swept floors and helped the cook in the guild. This is all very new to me.
Gotcha. See, now that's helpful. That's really cool. I can't do that. I can do this though, and she's gonna kind of wave her hand towards Mordecai, and she's gonna use Druidcraft and surround him with the smell of the skunk.
Oh gosh.
That was not me.
Oh.
No.
Was not me.
See, I can't do the cleaning stuff, but that I can do that. That was me.
That is horrendous.
She's gonna dismiss it.
Maybe tell someone before you do that. That is.
So everybody roll a perception check as you guys are just standing there kind of chatting for a moment.
22.
22, guys.
7.
21. I like D20. You will be my D20 for the night.
Yeah, 22, 21.
Nat 20 for 24.
Oh, 24? Oh, nice.
Receptive AF, people.
What did Meridius get?
Meridius has got an 18. And if I'm playing Keltash like last time, Keltash has got a 17.
Okay. Well, we won't worry about the two that aren't actually present. So for this one, I was just going for the highest perception roll. Talver, you hear something squishy sounding, kind of to the bottom right of the room, over kind of near where Mordecai is.
Of course it is.
Do you hear that?
Do I hear that, DM? Since I had a 21.
You had a 21. As you kind of use that perception roll, and you kind of hear something. It's right down next to your foot.
I do hear something very close on top of me. Yes.
I'd
Please tell me it is
recommend
nothing bad.
carefully walking back our way.
Okay, Mordecai will.
Do you look down?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, as you look down,
Of course he's gonna look down.
you kind of move your left foot over slightly, and
Mm-hmm.
you see a little cube, a little green jelly-like cube on the floor. That's
Does
kind of,
Mordecai get a pet?
it's kind of moved up next to you, just kind of, and you move your foot over, and it kind of slides over next to your foot and just jiggles a little bit.
You got a gelatinous cube pet.
Mordecai will look around and he looks down and he's like, "Hello, little guy," and he'll kind of like touch the very top of it,
He goes,
like he's rubbing it a little bit there.
it just jiggles.
Does this happen a lot to anybody else?
I'm new to this adventuring thing, so
Okay. So Mordecai is going to walk slowly to his left
Okay.
and see if the cube follows him.
All right, so he takes a step to the left.
Trix is maintaining equal distance between her and the floor and her and the ceiling.
Well, like, hang
Did it
on.
just get bigger?
He just grew.
No, it's just
I was
where
like-
it's.
I was gonna say, not this
There we
shit
go.
again.
It slides over next to you. It's hard to move. It's so small.
So like would a gelatinous cube would it slide or would it roll when it moved?
It kind of.
Slide.
Well, I mean,
Or
this
it's
is
just
square
hop.
shaped. It's square shaped,
just
so it kind of almost like a
hop.
snail. Just slides over next to your foot.
At this, Mordecai will reach down
Mm-hmm.
and he holds his hands out.
Okay, it scoots onto your hands.
Does it burn my hands?
Didn't the
Yeah.
Didn't the last jelly thing
Ow.
eat people?
Ow, ow. I don't know, but it seems like I don't. Ow, it hurts a little bit. Hurts a little bit. Hurts
Put
a
it
little bit.
down.
Okay, and you put it down.
Okay.
Um. Okay, he's going to reach into his bag.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to pull out a little bit of food from like a ration.
Mhm.
And he's going to take it and he's going to put it on the gelatinous, or he's going to put it down next to the gelatinous cube.
Put it on top of it.
Yeah.
Put it next to it. Okay, it slides up to it and kind of you can see it kind of leaning over toward it and then it slides on top of it, kind of consuming it. And you see it floating inside of it now as it's just kind of jiggling a little bit.
I don't know what to do at this point.
Drix is gonna check the wall to see if there's some sort of opening where it came in from.
Okay, you can roll investigation.
Kind of reminds me of a little marsupial I had whenever I used to have the shop. Little fella used to come around for food all the time.
17.
17. I mean, you noticed several little cracks in the wall and stuff that it probably could have came through.
Okay, little guy. I tell you what, you can follow me around in here as long as you do not try to eat me or my friends.
Just kind of jiggles up and down a little bit.
All right, you stay with Mordecai.
Maybe don't feed it so that it doesn't end up as big as the other one.
No, maybe that is good, but it looks like it's going to take a while to digest that little bit of ration that I gave it. So maybe it won't have to eat for a while.
Uh-huh.
He seems friendly though.
Uh-huh.
I've got some vials if you want me to scoop them up and you can carry them around.
I don't know if he'd like that. Would that work? Would you like to be in a bottle?
Be a jelly in a bottle.
Just kind
Yeah.
of jiggle it. It's
So
jiggling.
I
pretty-
heard that song before.
They're pretty durable, so
I mean, okay. If do you have a bottle that you could loan me for a minute? And
Does it need to breathe?
I don't
Because
know.
if you
let
cork
me-
that,
let me see
with
if
it in there?
if I've got one here. Yeah.
I do not know. Does jelly breathe?
No. I used that last week.
maybe
Here-
it's
here
like
we- here we go, there you
it's
go.
like I don't know.
Thank you.
You're
Like
So
welcome.
he'll
its
uncork the
skin
bottle.
breathes.
And he'll put
Just,
the bottle down next to it, over,
If you don't mind,
so that the opening
clean
is
that floor
facing
and
it.
give it back. Thanks.
Oh, I will. Do not worry. I will take care of it. Oh, okay, little guy. There you go.
Okay, it kind of
If
crawls into it, just kind of wiggles into it.
and he'll pick up the bottle. Okay, do you breathe? Like, is it okay if I cork you, or do you want it open? I don't know. You don't know. I'll tell you what. I'm going to cork it. If you start to get woozy or need to breathe, jiggle, and I'll know that I need to open it. Okay? Do you understand?
It jiggles.
Okay. So then he puts.
Okay.
And I
He
gave
holds it up to, all right.
It seems to be not moving.
Okie dokie. Mordecai will put it on his belt.
All right, Mordecai, you just picked up
What?
Mordecai's
One-
got a Pokemon.
a bottle.
Gelatinous cube, I choose you.
Jelly,
Oh, it's stuck in there.
Got a bottle full of ooze.
Yep.
I love
Gelatinous
that for
cube
you,
in a
Clan.
bottle, baby.
I love this for you.
Thank you. I like it as well.
And keep these vials on me.
Yes, they come in handy. I will buy you another vial when we get to where, if you go to town with us.
Oh, that's so thoughtful of you. Thank you. Thank you.
It's no problem. So now what do we do?
I guess that depends. Were you all sent here to collect jellies, or did you have a different mission?
That is a happy accident, actually.
I was a happy accident.
Maisie says, "No, well, yeah, we were sent to take care of something deeper in this crypt. To place a device. Like Cran
Oh,
has our
yeah.
device. I don't have it.
Didn't Lyra have ours? I think the door ate it.
Ooh,
Oh,
Question though, if we go farther in, will not we have to face the chimera that you all were running from?
I mean, there's another door right there if you don't want to go that way.
they don't know where it goes.
That's well, if it leads to chimera.
How many
Do you think we
chimeras
can?
they got down here?
Do you think we can fight the chimera, all of us together?
Yeah.
I mean, better this big group than just the three of us. That would have been.
Mhm.
What
I
say you,
value-
Meridius? What do you think? Do you think we can? I don't even know what a chimera is.
3 heads.
3 heads.
Round
It's
3.
big.
It was
What
doing
happens?
a snooze.
What happens if they get in an argument with each other?
I think they fight each other.
You know, maybe that's
what
how
we
we-
do.
Yeah.
Yes. See,
Yeah,
geniuses
yeah,
think
yeah,
alike,
yeah,
Tricks.
yeah.
Geniuses think alike. If we can make them fight each other, then we don't have to fight them.
But how do
What do
we
you think?
that?
However, Meridius, what do you think? Do you think that could be?
terrible plan,
You think that could be a way? We could do it if we make them fight each other.
Be like, hey, left head, right head was talking
Has
some shit
Mordecai
earlier.
turned to look at Meridius?
Yes.
Once you turn, you see Meridius standing there with his arms crossed, just staring at you, with a very disdained look on his face.
What is wrong, Meridius? You
I
look
can
very
read-
cross.
I can read a customer's face, and that is the face of that's a stupid idea.
I mean, I think it could work.
I mean, that's
Listen.
why I asked Meridius. He knows more about this
Mordecai.
stuff than I do.
Why would you put that thing in a vial to bring with us? Knowing
It may.
that it almost killed me and El Real to try to get us out of that room.
Maybe it seems to be a baby. Maybe it can be a nice one. Maybe if we get into a battle, I can release it and it will attack what's attacking us.
The first thing that we need to do is get Maisie back to the Angel to safety. She does not need to be here.
Agreed.
If I may, Meridius, was it? First off, very nice name, very very dapper. Secondly, the cube thing that he scooped up into the vial, it's safe in there. The vial is very very durable. I've tested it many a times, and quite honestly, it's one of my favorite ones.
It's
That
true. I
cube-
throw them at him while he's sleeping.
We'll talk about that later. But that cube has practically no chance of breaking through. I've done many experiments with that.
It has nothing to do with it breaking out of its container.
Well, I
Mordecai
am.
is not used to being out on adventures and out in the world. And he now has a pet that can hurt him. I
Aren't those
saw
the
it
best
as he
kind of
tried
pets,
to
though?
pick it up, and it burned his hands.
I mean,
I don't think that was on purpose, though.
it
I think
might-
that's just because he's a gelatinous cube.
he might have been scared. I mean, a
I don't
creature
think
10
he can
times as
control
big as
it.
you. if a creature is 10 times as big as you picked you up, I'm sure there'd be an inkling of fear in you.
Fear is in your mind.
It is, yes.
It is also in this building,
It's a chemical reaction.
because there's a lot of scary things in here so far.
But
I am just saying.
But definitely interesting things. Can't tell me you've ever had a door try to eat you before.
that is true.
No
It's true.
experience.
It's a first for me, that's for sure.
To be fair, the door never came close to eating any of us.
Oh, it did get ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then again, the party we were with, they weren't the brightest bulbs in the box,
We're so serious.
A door?
Yeah.
There's a door in here that eats people?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there was at least. We killed ours, but yeah, it tries to eat you. Yes.
Yeah. Ours,
There's two things that we need to accomplish first. First, we need to get Maisie back to a safe location. Secondly, we need to contact Berkeley and find out how many others he has in this temple. And find out just how many more we have to try to save.
Rix, we didn't see any other parties coming in whenever we came through, did we?
When we
Well-
arrived, we were told we were the only ones here, which means that none of you checked in with him when you arrived. We
listen,
need to know how many parties were sent.
that was all Lyra and Thorgar, and we were just here.
I don't blame you. I just need to know numbers. Like, for now, Maisie is missing 3 of her comrades. Y'all have said everyone you came with is dead.
Oh, very.
Fresh way to put it, but yeah.
That puts a whole team and a half gone. I want to know how many were sent to know if we have any more we need to be on the lookout for, or if they are all dead.
Well, that's fair. Then back out to the entrance.
Just to get her to safety.
Okay. Wait a minute. Didn't the guy up front say not to bring anything? I don't. Mordecai, maybe your friend shouldn't come with us.
So what do I do with him then?
Well, you might be able to just leave him like inside the door, and then pick him up when we go back in.
Yeah.
Maybe. Hold on. I will.
He's
I will
contained
let him
right now,
out.
so it's not like he can wander out.
I will let him out of the jar.
Oh,
You
Let
open
him
the
out.
jar and you
Yep.
kind of how do you let him out?
I set the jar down on its side so that he can go through the opening and out.
All right. Hang on, let me fix up real quick. Let's see.
Take your time.
Deception of Diz. I see him.
Yep. If you just drop that one out, it should fix it there.
Alright.
oh, there's a window of us in the background too.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Streamception. I can see Buck's hat.
I can see my head.
Let's see. Musical chairs. There, and then there we go. I fixed it.
Yay!
We're
I did
back
it.
in business.
I did it. All right. So you set it on it. the jar, the vial inside, and it doesn't get out. It stays inside.
Okay. Mordecai will pick up the bottle and look in. He's like, okay, little guy, listen. We're going to go to a place, but the person there is an angel and probably won't like you being there. So I will leave you outside the door so that he does not smite. Is that what would smite it? That's what would happen, right? There
I
will
think
be a
that's what they do.
smiting.
A
Yeah,
smoot.
they so that they do not smite you, okay? But when we come back in from the angel, we will be coming back, right?
I mean, if you just leave him inside
we
the
still
doorway,
have
we're
a
gonna-
job to do.
yeah.
Exactly. See, we still have a job to do. So I will once the angel part is done, then I will come back through the door and I will pick you up, okay? 2 shakes for yes, 1 shake for no. Okay, good. Good. Okay, so I will cork your bottle and I will leave it outside and I'll pick you up on the way back, okay? All right, you're a good jelly. I like you. You're a good jelly.
I
And
love
he corks the bottle
science.
and puts it back on.
Okay.
See,
All
you're
right.
the best person to have that too.
He is aware of what we're going to do. He is fine with it. Or they, it. I don't know what it is. It is a cube of jelly.
if it's just jelly, you don't see a brain in there or anything. How does it think? Because it's
I think
because you're communicating with it. How
I
does it?
know. Right? I think it is magical.
Uh-huh.
It's like magical brain meat somewhere. I don't know.
Huh. Maybe the brain's clear and we just can't see it.
Maybe it's a magical connection to a central brain.
Oh, I don't like that.
I know, right?
We should go before Meridius yells at us.
Yeah, he's getting ready to yell. Yes.
I agree with
He's
you.
a little scary.
Oh, Meridius? Oh, he's a really nice guy. He just comes off grumpy. It's fine. I think it's lack of water.
Isn't he part fish?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He prefers the water elements, and it's very dry here, so I think it makes him a little grumpy.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
he's super
yeah.
nice guy. He's super nice guy.
Yeah, I've got some water on me if he's thirsty.
No, don't do that. If you do it, he will get very mad. Don't do that.
Oh, okay.
He prefers to swim in his own waters, as it were.
Maisie looks over at Meridius. Do they do this a lot?
He does. And he's looking at Mordecai. I've never seen the other two till now.
Oh, yeah, I didn't recognize them.
Hi.
I'm just grateful that the
Hey.
monk's no longer here. Because then it would be worse.
Oh, I miss the monk.
I don't say that I don't miss Kai. He was a vital asset. But you and I both know, Mordecai, that if he were here, the conversation would be even worse.
No, it will be better. Think about how much more conversation we would have.
Sounds like fun.
It is very fun. Kai, you would like him.
Okay.
Sometimes I think Mordecai and the jelly cube have more in common than we think. They both seem to communicate, but no brain.
That is very rude.
That's not
What
nice.
does that mean?
That is very rude. You keep saying that, you're going to have another rock fall on your head.
That is rude.
He
Rocks
sees
on it.
things too. Like he saw a rock fall on my head.
I did. Meridius, did you not see a rock fall on Elreal's head? Yes or no? Did a rock fall on Elreal's head?
Not
And make
this
him dead.
Elreal.
I'm just saying. It was Elreal. Rock fell down. He died. Then we got this Elreal.
Mordecai, you
Good.
watched that Elreal's body vanish.
I know.
This is not the same one.
Listen, he comes back. His name is Elreal. He just has no memory. It's not my fault.
Was
Somebody
that
got a
the
cell
sound of
phone
more
on the-
rocks
on the
falling on
name.
people's heads?
What was
No,
that?
no.
Did somebody just sound war chimes? All hell's
That
about
was
to break
the
loose.
orb that the guild gives everybody ringing.
Right?
That's, is that Jenny calling?
It flashes like those clear phones from the 80s.
If Jenny's calling, that'd be a whole different story to have to
Jeez.
figure out.
Super long distance.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to pay that bill.
All right, so I guess we're ready to go to this angel person now.
Provided you're not going to try to pick up any other strays along the way.
That was not my plan to pick up that one, but he was cute and needed help.
Did he just call us strays?
I think he did.
I think
I've
technically
been
he
called
did,
worse.
but I don't think it was, for bad reasons. I think he was mostly talking about the cube.
I mean, it is kind of cute.
Exactly. All right.
Yeah, I approve of him.
After you, Meridius.
Mordecai, do you have a name for him?
A jelly.
A jelly?
Jelly.
It's not Shelly the Jelly.
No. I do not know if it is girl or boy.
I'm pretty
Okay,
sure
so-
it's at least partially fluid.
So you guys, you guys are walking at this point, and you can continue to discuss. It takes you maybe a minute or so to get back out to where the front of the temple is.
Mordecai has left the gelatinous cube bottle safely away.
Okay, so you leave it right outside the door.
Yep.
Going into that area. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, adjust that map slightly.
What did I miss, real quick? Anything that would be pertinent to this encounter? Okay.
No, nothing.
Nope, just that Mordecai now has a gelatinous cube in a jar.
Yep. Baby.
As you guys are walking back through, you walk back. As soon as you kind of open the door, you feel like this heat kind of hits you, like a warmth. And as you step into the presence of the angelic being, you feel almost uplifted. And as Maisie walks in, she says, "Oh, I found this. But I don't think I was supposed to bring it out." And you see, it's like some type of like little jewel or a gem. And as she says that, the angelic being turns to her and looks and says,
The meaning of what I said before was items with the presence of evil. Not the trinket that you possess.
Oh, so can you see Jelly just inside the door? Does that count as evil?
Tell him about jelly.
as it
I'm just
as it-
asking if we can take him with us later.
it turns its eyes towards you, and they're just like glowing white as they kind of you almost feel like they pierce through you, and maybe even through the wall to what you're talking about. As it says, what was the question?
Does Jelly count as evil?
The creature you speak of is neither good nor evil.
You're
Research,
based
that-
on
Mordecai. So it's not either. So it's safe, right?
All right. So
Who are
Jelly's
you
not gonna get
addressing,
zapped.
Mordecai?
The angel guy.
Oh. As he turns to look at you. And you said he's not good or evil, so he's safe? That's the question?
Yeah, so he's okay.
I do not understand your query.
Like you won't smite him if we brought him into the room because he's like a person, right? Neither good nor evil, just kind of there.
Just
Jelly.
do.
Just jelly.
There is no need for destruction of the creature.
Okay. See, Meridius, it's fine. It's fine. The angel guy said that Jelly is okay. Thank you, sir.
As it turns back and faces the entrance. And it's not even like flapping its wings. It's just hovering and its wings are just kind of out and they barely move a little bit and he just turns.
Trix is staring. Oh, where's Parchment?
Do I see any iconography?
Where at? On
the angels, like garments?
Oh, like any symbols or anything like that?
Yeah, like representation of a god that he serves.
There is something on the belt, kind of, or where the, like, not really a belt, like the sash that kind of goes around its midsection. There is like some type of symbol there.
Anything that I would recognize, or is it similar to the portraits in the hallway? It's the made up god.
It's not. It doesn't match anything inside the temple that you've seen here. You can roll a religion check if you want to.
May I roll one as well?
Sure. Or yeah, you're a cleric, so yeah, you can. Yeah, that would make sense.
It's a 14.
14. Okay.
Not much better. I did a 15.
14,
12
15.
plus 3.
No, you're not grasping anything from those rolls. I mean, you can tell that this is some being of immense power, but you don't really have a clue of who it serves or where it came from.
I try to like get over towards Meridius, and because out of character, Sly has had a hectic day and has forgotten everything that we were doing here. So I'm gonna creep up to Meridius. What did we need to find out from the angel? Was there?
Out of character, we're only here to get Maisie back to a safe location. We're not here to ask the angel anything.
I just look up at the angel and then who do you serve?
You have to give me a second on that one. It's been a minute since I made this guy, so let's see.
As I'm decked out in the also Diz, I cannot find the name of the fourth god, the god that you added. I have the 3 that I came up with, and you added one on me at the end. I can't find that name.
Okay.
But as I'm decked out in multiple gods iconography just all over me.
Trying to find the leader's name, but
This angel's name?
The leader. I asked who he served.
Well, I know,
Mhm.
but I didn't know if he needed this angel's name so it'd be easier for him to locate it.
No, I have. It's his name. Go on. Does anybody do anything else while I'm looking this up?
I mean, the only other thing that Meridius would be doing is having conversation with Maisie, and then of course contacting Berkeley.
All right.
Trix is just staring at the wings, trying to figure out how it's staying upright without flapping them, and is mentally yelling at herself to not go closer and try to touch them. But just staring.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
So you're trying to contact Berkeley, right? So you get out the orb, I guess.
Yeah, I'll get
You're the
out
one with the orb. Okay. What do you say?
So activating the orb, Meridius will look into it. Berkeley, are you there?
So it's about a good 20-25 seconds kind of go by, and then all of a sudden you hear, Meridius, is that you? How's
It
this
is.
damn thing work? Oh, okay.
We have run
Yeah.
into some problems.
Okay.
When we arrived at this temple, you informed us that we were the only team that had made it so far. It appears at least 2 other teams had arrived prior to us that didn't check in with you. How many teams did you send?
Well, there was your group and the other group, Cran's group. And there was a third crew that we kind of picked up, but they weren't like official members of the guild. They were people that Diona knew.
Well, it appears that the third group that Diona sent recruited some people along the way. Her group is gone, minus the 3 that they picked up, which are now here with me. Cran's team, however, Maisie says they split up in here. I do not know where 3 of them are. Devrin is gone. Let's see, what was the dwarf? Name the dwarf.
Yeah. The dwarf's name.
Yeah, I could have sworn I had it written down. I have so many names.
it's I can't even say it. Kahadar Lum. It's it's a mouthful.
We'll just say that he says that one. We found his face
You found his face?
after he was a victim of this acidic gelatinous substance in a room that was a trap. Maisie says she doesn't know where Cran and the other two have gone.
I don't know what to tell you, Meridius. I don't want to put you and your group at risk, but
I have no problem as long as they're okay with it, proceeding with the task. I just wanted to know how many other people we needed to look for and or save that we were unaware of.
as far as I know, the people that Diona had were a party of 3.
Clearly, she chose incorrectly and poor. They did not survive.
Well, maybe you can find Cran and the others.
We'll be on the lookout for the other 3. I don't know if Maisie is in the best mindset to try to head home alone from here. We may very well leave her where we are. It's safe here. And see if we can't locate the others.
All right, Meridius. Trust you know what to do. You're the one there, and
Also, Stanasi did what she is known to do and took a couple of our members with her.
maybe for the best for them, but sad that you don't have the extra hands.
Well, we have extra hands. I just don't know what I think of them yet. We'll see how they do in a fight.
Understood. Guess check back in when you can.
We'll keep you appraised. And then Meridius puts the orb back in the pouch. Doesn't even say bye. He just puts it back in the pouch.
You just hear, how do you turn this thing as you're putting it into your...
Meridius just shakes his head like, clearly this guy was not briefed on how to use one of these things. As he's like putting it away.
All right. So as Elril, you kind of ask your question, who you serve, and the angelic being turns and looks at you and says,
Me and my brother serve no one.
You serve no one.
We work with any that will help us complete the task at hand.
And what is your task?
My task is to prevent the evil that resides in this temple.
Prevent it from what?
Rising again.
Do you know what kind of evil it is?
Yes.
What kind might that be? And at this point, I kind of look around, and I use my since he's staring at me right during this conversation.
He is, yeah.
I try to without getting where Spoofy or Trix can really get a glimpse. I try to pull my hood back a little bit and let the radiant light in my eyes kind of shine out at him.
As you ask that question, like there's just a change in his posture. It's like he leans in almost towards you. The wings kind of curl in just a bit. It is less of a relaxed state.
These are troubling questions. And I know what you are.
We are not so different. I have a job as well. A very similar one. But instead of one temple, it is the entire plane. If you have information that would help me, I would also be of aid to you when necessary.
At that, it kind of relaxes again and just turns away from you.
I kind of walk around with its turn a little bit, trying to keep eye contact with him.
Okay. As it just turns back to its normal position and just stares off like at the main entrance there.
Can I look? That's just the main entrance of the temple.
Yeah, that's where you guys came in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Off to the left there of the map.
What evil is it? Is it talking about the chimera? Is that the evil that is in the temple that it's trying to keep from getting outside?
I don't know, but we might just need to go back and look. We got Maisie out alive.
Is it
Bye.
worse than the chimera?
It could be fun, whatever it is.
I don't know how much fun the chimera would be. It sounds very bad. It's worse than the door, right?
Well, think of it this way: big monster, big body, lots of stuff to take off of it that you can find somebody that might be interested in buying.
I mean, it sounds. I understand what you're saying, and it sounds good from a capitalistic standpoint. Yes, but from the wanting to save my ass to live another day, it sounds very bad.
I think it would be more like big monster, big body, more ways for it to take off parts of us.
But still, it's not answer to question. The question is there worse in here than the sleeping chimera?
I mean, he
So
doesn't
what
seem
is
very
the-
chatty.
What is
Yeah.
excuse me, sir?
Oh,
He's not gonna tell you.
He might if I ask nicely.
He's not
Being
gonna
nice
tell ya.
helps. Wait, we don't know that in Twitter. Excuse me, Mr. Wing, sir? Angel, sir?
At this point, he's stopped turning around to look at you guys.
See, I told you
He's
not
just
gonna tell
floating.
us. He just wants us to go and get out. Like we're killing the vibe in here. We should just go.
yeah.
Well,
If
that
there's
is
one,
rude.
if there's one
He
thing you
likes his
never,
quiet.
if there's one thing you never want to do, you never want to kill the vibe.
You don't want to throw off the angel's groove.
Okay, so what do we do, Meridius? Are we leaving now, or do we go back in? What do we do? I need to pick up Jelly.
I feel like a daycare. I need to pick up Jelly from the day
Yes.
before it closes.
Hazy, what is your plans?
I can wait here for you guys.
Very well.
I don't think anything will harm me here.
I would say that anything of evil presence that comes in here will probably die before it could hurt you. We will try to see if we can locate Cran and the others.
So we're going back in.
We have a task to complete, Mordecai.
I mean, that's fine. I was just making sure, but I was hoping Angel Boy up there would tell us what this big evil is that he's trying to keep from getting out, so that we would know what we're potentially running into. But you know, whatever.
I can try one more time.
Nah, not worth it. He's not gonna tell us. He's over our shit.
I mean, he's here to protect. How much more? What more could he ask for than the literal champion of Helm, the never sleeping eyes, the protector?
He could not be rude.
I mean, if he's looking to protect this temple, then I feel like a god of protection would be a good ally to have.
I agree. A god of protection should be good at protecting. However, still does not have to be rude. Nobody likes a rude god.
Listen, don't most of the gods here like you guys to figure shit out on your own?
Mine does.
Depends on who you are.
Screw it. I'm going back in. And Trix is
I
gonna
don't
fly
know.
back through the door.
Some
Yeah,
Wait
people
for
do
me,
that.
wait for me, I got little legs.
I was hearing about this Church of Anweir that's getting started. He seems like a nice guy.
They're a bunch of coats.
It's a cult. Don't do it, kids.
Definitely a cult.
They're all sketchy as fuck.
And somehow they're all attracted to tieflings.
Everyone's attracted to tieflings.
To say
Trix.
there are people out there who aren't.
Flew back in. What's everybody else doing?
I think Spoofy was chasing me.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
Spoofy
picking
followed.
up Jelly as we're going back in.
Okay.
After he called the Church of Anweir followers coops from a distance.
But Trix has her little fidget cube back out. So she has 5 feet of light around her since I'm pretty sure it was dark in the hallway.
You better be careful with that thing. That gelatinous cube baby might think that you're, contorting one of its siblings.
It's fine. It's in a jar. It can't get me. For now.
For now.
All right. What about the rest of you?
Talver will close his book and follow after the others.
Okay.
After everybody has left the room,
Were you gonna do the same thing? You were gonna wait till everybody left?
You and Elrel just stand there looking at each other.
We're just kind of standing there looking at each other, waiting till the other one leaves. All right. Guess I'll go with them. Make sure Mordecai doesn't get into anything over his head. I turn and walk out.
Fun fact, Trix has slowed down and is flying directly over Mordecai's head.
Maisie, alive or dead, we will try to find your party members. If they are alive, we will send them back to you. If they are not, hopefully we will come back and we'll escort you back to the guild hall. And as he turns from her, he grabs his trident. And since he thinks everybody else is gone, she'll be the only one that really hears this or sees him do this. As he grabs it with both hands, the trident will light up, and in his head, he reaches out to his ancestors. grant me the strength to deal with whatever my party is putting me through before I try to kill one of them. Help guide me to the 3 that are lost. And knowing that the angel has deemed me worthy of my task to not cause an issue with the balance, allow me to fulfill my mission. And he lets go with one of his hands and puts his trident back on his back and walks through the door.
Okay. So while you guys were in the presence of the angelic being, you guys can use that as a short rest if you want. If you need to regain any hit points from using hit dice, if you regain any abilities from a short rest, and all spellcasters, you get back 1 spell slot of your choice. So.
If you want to know when we're using them, I did use 1 hit dice, and I'm back to full.
Okay.
Really shitty.
So, you'll have to reset Keltash is if we're worrying about combat wise for his action surge and his superiority
gotcha.
dice.
Yep. Hold up here. Did you want him to use a hit die or
I mean,
I want him to put his armor on in that time we were in.
I mean, I would want that more than this hit die, considering he's only missing 5 HP, or 4, 5 HP.
There you go.
But,
there's the armor.
Yay!
We'll say he took that time and put the armor on.
Our fighter isn't naked.
So any hit die or
yeah, I might as well just use one of them.
Okay. I don't know that it automatically applied it like it said it was going to. But...
It didn't change his health. It done.
Yeah, so
everything
roll
but
a
his
1d10.
Okay. That is a 7.
Okay.
So he should be at max health then.
Yep.
With 1 hit die lost or removed. Shouldn't say
Yep.
lost.
All right. All right. So you guys walk back out into the middle hallway there. You want to go north or back into where you were, or
All right. Do we
Any
go
places?
for the danger we know and go for the chimera, or do we see what's behind door number 2?
So
thanks for this up?
are we technically right here?
Yeah, you're just somewhere. The hallway's too small to kind of
Right, but I mean, like we
Echo,
came out
yeah,
from
yeah.
from right here, right?
You did. You came out from
Okay.
right there. Yep.
So Meridius is going to head north because of what he heard.
Okay.
And he says, "We have something we need to address first." And he's walking into this room.
Okay.
Into which room?
The
El
top
Real will follow.
Okay. Because this dynamic lighting's fucking with me.
up here.
Yeah.
All right.
I found you. I found you.
All right. So you walk back into the room there where you had fought the mimic. I'm gonna have to get rid of that
I'm
guy.
assuming
He's
I'm
taking up too
assuming
much
since the
space.
mimic killed our people, we never actually made it into the room.
Correct.
Okay. Seeing all of these pretty chests that seem to be full of things, Trix is gonna go ahead and cast Detect Magic.
Okay. As a spell or a ritual?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I feel like they'd already have gone through like half of the chests if I did it as a ritual, because isn't it like 10 minutes?
It is 10 minutes. Yep.
Yeah, she's just gonna regular spell
Okay.
real quick. And
All right.
she's just gonna look around.
So I would say that you're picking up some pings from a lot of these chests along the wall. Everything piled up in the middle there looks like mostly non-magical. You're picking up a little something from the pile on the left.
All right.
Oh, sorry, the pile on the right, not the left.
Pile on the right. Got it. Well, she's gonna fly on over then, and she's gonna start in. You said most of the chests. Are there any that don't?
Yeah, and I don't want to like just mark all of them and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
if you just want to say you go after the ones that have them.
Sure.
Let's see. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There's 18 chests in the room, plus looks like piles of gold and jewels in the middle, and another pile of just stuff.
Real looks over at Meridius while she's doing that. And did we come in here just to loot, or was there something else you wanted in here?
We have to fight in every room that we are going to be going into. There may be things here to aid us.
So there's 9 chests.
Very well. I understand. I'll start just gathering in. I'm not doing magic things. I'm just gathering. But I'm specifically looking for things that I feel like will be useful in combat. Like I'm not, Elril is not the possessions kind of guy, so he's looking for things that will help.
Okay.
Specifically.
Alrighty, so let's see. So who is looking through the chests?
Mm.
We get to try out the loot system that I have put in here to see if it works or not. See if it starts giving everybody like legendary items or something.
I would say that
Trix is basically going chest to chest and pulling out anything that looks magic, and it's going on the floor behind her so everybody can see it.
All right.
And
Unless it
Elril
looks
is
fun to
following
her.
her and pulling out anything like armor or weapon base and putting it into a different pile.
All right.
Oh, she's not putting them into a single
we're gonna-
pile. They're just.
Oh,
We'll try this out then. So Trix, you're going along the top up there, right? So,
Yep.
Is anybody else opening on the bottom down there,
I
or
will.
Okay.
I'm opening the bottom 3 over near me.
so you got 3? Meridius got 3. Telvera, you got 1.
Oh, we can do
Princess.
that too if it's easier. We can just
I'll
like,
come
split
up
'em
here and start, and then I'll meet Trix in the middle.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. So,
Flood the DM with rolls.
yeah, but basically. So we'll start with Trix here. So we'll say that you have 4 of the chest. Okay. So, just click on your token there, and you want to click on loot items, level
Fun fact.
1 through 4.
There is no loot items.
There is no loot items. There is only loot gemstones.
Ooh, okay. Well, it should be showing up, but
You
Go,
may
son.
not have enabled that on our tokens.
maybe.
That is true, because I only see loot gemstones and initiative.
Wow, Tim.
Show as action.
I'm with you,
token.
Tim. I looked at that word and was like, I know what it is, but like I can't read that right now. So like,
Click
Tim
off your
forgot
token
to
and click
words again.
back on it.
Well, my brain wanted to say initiate.
Yeah, I'm still not seeing loot items.
Let me refresh. Oh, shut up, Roll20. I know dynamic lighting is more than this computer can handle. Nope, still not there.
Yeah.
It should be, because I have the macro in here and it has show as token action. Is there something I'm forgetting? Because you can see the gemstone one.
Yeah.
And if I do that, now click off and click back on your token, is the gemstone one gone?
Yes, gemstone is now gone.
Okay. And now is that back?
Yep.
Yep.
So why isn't this other one working?
It doesn't want us to have shiny things.
Shiny things matter.
Listen, detect magic may be a slight
Mm.
cop out in these situations, but damn if it isn't handy.
in
All right,
Diz's
click-
head, he's thinking, of course,
click
they would wait till I
off.
gave them 27 chests to look through for them to break the button.
Click off and click back on, see if if you see anything.
No.
No.
Why is it not working? I guarantee it won't work as a button. We'll try. Tricks.
Since Telvaris is over there, he can loot the gemstones as well.
Tricks. Click that, and I know it's
Aha!
not going to work. It's
I
not going
see
to
it.
work. I know it's not going to work. Oh, it worked!
Okay. Okay.
All right. So you found one item in that chest, and
Okay.
that's the item, and you throw it on the floor or whatever.
My pile of magic
All right.
things.
So you go to the next chest, and you click that button again, and you found one item, and it's a.
I'm just picturing Trix picking that up.
You just keep
Yes.
pulling it out of the chest. All right. So you've got 2 more chests, so you can go ahead and go, and I will
Okay.
try to add these to the rest of the people real quick, like.
Okay, so the one that says I found 2, I click the click for additional loot button, right?
Right. It should work, hopefully.
Nope.
Loot items level 01-04-add.
I'll just click the top button again then.
Yeah, I
since
guess
that one
so.
was working.
For now. I'll probably have to add it in as a an ability, and then it'll work. So, but for now, we can just click the button 2 times at the top. All right. So, Tilvir, I've got your button there.
Okay. Ooh.
Mordecai's is on, but I don't think. Yeah, so Mordecai, you've got. So there was what, 9 chests total? So you've got 2 chests up there.
Okay.
Meridius, you've got 2 chests down there where you're at. Here's Kildash and last one. And there's Elreal.
Guys, and at one point you see Trix trying to wrestle a great sword out of one of these chests with her 8 strength.
And let's see, I'll just put on Tricks for the coins there in the middle. All right, and Sly, you played 5 of the magic items, so roll 5 more additional times on that.
How many times was I rolling in the first place? I don't.
There was 1 chest down there where you were at,
Okay.
so then roll 5 more times for yours.
So 2 items. What's the? Do I need to worry about that other thing next to my name on that loot roll?
What other
Or is
thing?
that-
Where it
is
says
that the-
Elreal
is
finds
that the
2
loot?
items, or what?
It says Elreal found 2 items, and then it says Elreal spies murmur. Is that the
Yep.
item?
That's the item.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
like I've never.
it just happens to. That's just the name of the item. You don't spy something. I spy with my eyes. I was trying to make this more streamlined. It will be eventually.
When Roll20 cooperates.
So this is for that second item. Ooh.
You could just copy the entire ability over.
You said something about tricks and coins?
Yep, I've added a coin thing for you there.
Okay.
So I roll 5 more times, right?
Okay.
Yeah, 5 more loot rolls for items, and then
Okay, that should be the 5, and I'll.
I'll add the rest of you guys the coins thing on break there. So Trix,
I
I'll let
have
you
waiting
roll
for
on the
Mordecai.
coins in the middle. You can
Mhm.
roll like 3 times on that one. 'Cause
Okay.
there's quite a bit of treasure there. And then Slide, looks like you had a coin roll
Oh, did
and
I?
a gem roll, so you just hit both of those, and then Timmy as well. So that should take care of those.
Should I roll again because it said I found 2 items in this one
Yes.
chest, but I
Yep.
can't hit.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll
Yeah,
do
the
it
button's
again.
not working there yet
Okay.
because I have to add it. So for some reason, but if I click the button, it probably works. But for some reason, it's not letting you guys click it.
I may have found something for Buck too.
All right, so you guys find just a pile of items here.
With Trix chucking everything except the sword.
Yeah, instead of checking that, she just drops it as soon as it clears the chest.
Basically.
Where was the? You said I needed to roll for gems and gold.
Yep. So there's one for coins. Should be one for coins and one for gemstones.
So what am I rolling?
I roll one of each.
Yeah. So the gemstone will tell you how many gemstones you find. So you had 2 cards, so you roll both of those twice, and then Timmy, you've got 1 roll each on the coins and the gemstones.
Okay.
Oh, so I have 2 gemstones, no coins.
Yeah. No, it's currency and gems, so you get to roll both. So
Oh, okay.
2 times. So.
Is that just 7 of that particular?
So if it says 7,
On the first roll, it said 7
Oh.
gemstones.
yeah, so you click that button 7 times. So
Oh, okay.
the first you found 1 there, and then you'll click it 6 more times. And Timmy has 8. So, and on my screen, I just have a mess of these messages.
That's why it's the time to flood the DM.
It is. I don't know why those macros weren't working for you. Like the gemstone macro was working, but nothing else. So I don't know why that would be.
No, I'm not gonna start throwing all these cards out. Poor Diz.
Bam,
I have, let's see, I have 4 item cards, currency. I have 4. Then I have 5 currency cards, but I won't do that to you. We've got time. We can pace this out.
All right, so you guys note all the items, gemstones, and then the coins you found. Tricks, the coins you rolled specifically are for the party. So
Yes.
that's what everybody found.
Yes.
So
I
if
put the
you
total
wanna,
in there.
you want
Yeah,
to
so we're
divide
gonna-
that out.
So it would be 283 for each of us with 1 left over.
Okay.
And I still have one more impressive gemstone thing to do.
So did I get the one left over?
If you want it. Sure.
The reason I'm asking is because everybody that was here beforehand, anytime we had an odd number, it went into a group fund that Meridius has in an extra bag.
So how much do we get? Gold?
283 each.
283. Okay.
I mean, it's your call. Y'all weren't here.
No,
for
that's
that,
fine.
But the rest of the party, anytime we had an odd number, I put it in a separate bag for emergencies.
Okay, so I got that all.
All right.
You said,
So just note down all your stuff there. I don't know if you guys are going to spend time swapping out items or anything, or you're just going to move on from here.
I'm gonna.
I mean, probably out of character, it would probably be a good idea to
I was gonna
put
say
on
we
these
could,
items if they
Yeah.
were,
yeah.
you know,
Or if Diz wants
better
us to
than what
move
we
on
got.
rather than like in character trading happening, we could always just be like, all right, this is what I got in Discord, and then
Hey, as soon as you leave this room, I mean, you don't know what you're going to run into next. So.
that's true. Okay. Well,
Mordecai,
Yes.
I can't help but think that this might be something useful for you.
Oh, really? I'm not used to getting presents.
Here, just take it and see what you think. And I hand you
Okay.
a staff of charming.
I like staffs. Staffs are good. I come out with the ha, and they go with the ha, and then I get the oof, magic.
Javier, about where you're standing is where the mimic kind of died. So there's just like a big clump of this like gooey mess all over the floor. It's real sticky.
Are there any
I want to scoop
smaller
up some.
chests in the room?
I want to scoop up
Smaller?
some of the goop.
Smaller
Like
ones?
carryable chests?
Oh. You can roll perception.
Okay.
I want to scoop up some of the goop into a vial.
15.
15. None that you see. All of them seem to be large. And then there's the suits of armor, but Trix doesn't seem to have been interested in them, and she was kind of
so the armor wasn't glowing.
no.
I have a couple of other things. One, I have this. I have this tattoo. I think it might be good for you, Meridius, if it's something you would want. And like I hand you a tattoo needle, and it's coiling grasp tattoo.
Okay.
While the tattoo is on your skin, you can use an action to cause the tattoo to extrude into the inky tendrils, which reach a creature you can see within 15 feet. The creature must make a DC 14 strength save throw or take 3d6 force damage and be grappled by you. As an action, creatures can escape the grapple by succeeding a DC 14 strength saving throw.
If anything needs attunement, you guys wouldn't
Yeah, I'm just trying to hand things
have
out.
the opportunity to do that probably here, but
Trix dumps 3 spell scrolls on the table in front of Talver.
Did you take it? Did you take that, Buck?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm deleting it from my inventory then. Also, Talver, correct?
Yes.
I do not know you well, so I do not know why I don't know why I would give you things, but you may need this, and it may help us survive down here if there's evil as bad as the angel speaks. I have this wand here. of lightning bolts. Is that something you might enjoy?
I know a halfling that enjoys that.
Sure. I believe I could fashion it.
Cool. Deleting it. And is there anybody who uses like strength as their attack?
Yeah, because I got this big ass sword over here too.
Oh, I also
Just
have this
trying to
mace.
pick it up. Just
Oh no, she's not trying to pick it up. She's just flying over top of it and pointing at the ground.
I would say the only person in the party that uses strength is Meridius.
I use strength too, but I'm not getting rid of my weapon for this mace, and you're not getting rid of your weapon for this mace.
I wield two weapons right now. I have a mace and a trident.
Oh, do you want this mace, Meridius? It is a mace of smiting.
And on top of that, my mace looks pretty bad after that gelatinous fight.
Well, this mace looks really good, and it's called the mace of smiting. It sounds like something you might you smite one.
I do enjoy smiting.
When you roll a 20 on attack roll made with this weapon, the target takes an extra 7 bludgeoning damage or 14 bludgeoning damage if it's a construct. If a construct has 25 hit points or fewer after taking this damage, it's destroyed.
Oh, but
It's a +1 to attack and damage, but it gets increased to a +3 if you're attacking a construct.
That is not attacking undeads and constructs.
all right. Well,
Cool.
why don't we we've been going for about 2 hours, so why don't we go ahead and take a break, and you guys can swap around any other items. Then when we come back, then should be ready to roll out to the rest of the dungeon. So, all right, we'll see you guys in just a few. All right, we're back. All loot sorted and ready to venture on. Where you guys want to go next?
Alright, so again I say, we either go for the path we know, Sleeping Chimera, or we go for the door number 2.
Well, I mean,
I do not want to fight the Chimera.
a chimera cloak would look pretty cool.
It'd definitely be too big for me.
That's why you gotta fit it. You gotta get it cut to size. Wait, you don't want one of those heads that's like a backpack or something?
The question is though, how would a spoofy cloak look on a chimera?
Yeah,
Because that's the other option.
I'd cover like a paw. I'm like a sock.
He'd be a bib.
Yeah.
For only one of the heads.
Yeah.
Which would internally cause the other heads to start arguing because what if one of the heads wants the bib?
Here,
Yeah, we
I
still
been
have
in
that
this-
plan, Mordecai.
I have been in this group for a while. This is how we solve everything. Meridius, which way are we going?
If we need to find the other 3, then we have to head east.
So we're gonna go
Is that
punch a
the-
Chimera?
Is that the Chimera way? Sheet.
Because if Maisie came to find us, she said that the rest of them went that way.
Okay.
Hey, maybe we can level up your cube. Get it to fight with us.
Ooh, maybe. Do you think it will get stronger if it fought some things?
It
We
could.
don't, we don't want it too strong.
But what if
I
we
last-
don't think.
The last one
Remember though, the angel guy said that it was neither good nor evil. So if I
Yeah,
teach it
so-
to be
Yeah,
good,
yeah,
then
but
it will be good.
Spoofy, you remember what it looked like when friends dissolving and
Yeah, it wasn't a pretty sight, but like if we train it, then it'll fight with us. It won't fight
Exactly.
us. So we don't have to worry about us being in the cube.
I
And
agree
what-
with Spoofy.
And what if the stinging
that's a terrible idea.
What if like the stinging and sizzling thing it only happens like whenever the cube is like afraid? What if it's happy and like we can just use it for like transportation or something?
No, I picked it up and it sizzled my hands.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
you-
Mordecai.
Well,
Mordecai.
it was scared of you because it didn't it didn't know you.
Let me tell you now. Spoofy's a jokester. If he gives you something to drink, don't drink it
Hey,
unless you know what it is.
Okay, I will make note of that.
And
Important safety tip.
take what he says very carefully.
Meridius. If they keep talking this loud while we're walking, that chimera will not be asleep when we get there.
I'm well aware.
I mean, he was just in a food coma. Do you wake up during those?
With
Oh,
that much
Meridius
loud,
has walked all the way to the next passage.
I can't see a damn thing.
and is
so-
being very.
I don't
Now-
know if I'm
with
in a
El Real.
hallway or anything. I'm just floating in space on my
So, okay, some people may need some light turned on here for them.
I would have.
Who is
my
admitting
sword
light?
out.
I mean,
I
I've
can
got
cast
my little
light.
5 foot,
You're 5 foot.
my
Okay.
little cube.
I've got my lantern.
Like, I don't even know if I'm in a hallway.
There you
Keltash
go.
has been admitting light since we started.
All
I
right.
have
cast light
my
on
What's the
somebody's
light?
15 by
crossbow.
15.
So it's 15
Uh,
feet for
15,
the
15
sword.
bright, 15 dim. Yeah.
Let me turn that on for. Again, I wish Roll20 would move the token from screen to screen instead of me having to recreate them. Keltash, what's Keltash emitting?
Looks like he's just got a torch on him, unless somebody actually hit him with something. So
Torch is like 10 feet, I think.
I can cast light on anybody that wants light.
I think, didn't you cast light on the arrow, on an arrowhead of
somebody's
Keltash?
I did,
Crossbow.
somebody's arrow.
No, it's his
Crossbow.
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 Yep.
Who's crossbow? Keltash or?
Keltash's crossbow.
Alright, so that's what, 15 feet?
That's 20 feet. Bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet.
That's why he's still glowing.
Okay.
Damn it, Tim.
I told her, I said, Keltash is that guy from Sky High who's fucking luminescent. That's his superpower. He just glows in the dark.
I hate it here.
Either that or he's the guy that melts.
Ah, the nerd.
Nah, those are the people that got eaten by the gelatinous cube. Come on.
Yeah.
They're just
Be right back.
puppets.
1 second.
Take your time. We'll talk amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
We specialize in that.
Yes.
Wait, where's Mordecai?
Right
That is
behind
a good-
Meridius.
Oh,
Oh, he's under Spoofy.
So,
buddy. You sure you want to be there?
but I was there first. You're the one that moved under me, sir.
See, from what I can see, Spoofy's on top.
Hashtag Mordecai bottom.
Sorry, there was just an explosion somewhere. I imagine it's just a firework, but just making sure.
Dang. You can never be too careful.
Could, I would say it could be the meth lab down the road, but you're at your place, not Clan's.
His place has meth labs too.
Yeah, I was about to say, his place definitely has meth labs.
Where did Mordecai's token go to?
Underneath
Are you in-
Spoofy.
Spoofy's on top of him.
Oh my gosh.
Spoofy moved his token on top of me, and now I'm the only person that can see me.
Listen,
I see
confirmed
Spoofy.
Mordecai bottom.
I see you, but that's also because I still have control of you. From at some point you were gone and I had control of you.
All right, what are you guys doing? So as you approach, you can see off in the distance some light, and you can make out like a hulking mass of something in the middle of this light that's just off in the darkness.
Okay.
There's a hallway to our right and left, right? Like
You
as
see a
we-
hallway that's going, to your right and left, and then
I'm very
a
much
chamber
like
beyond.
SWAT team turning and just peering down this hallway,
Okay.
just sword out like a casting light, looking through. Is there anything down the hallway to the south?
Right.
I guess. Yeah.
Well, from what you can see, all you can see is the turn there
But
of the hallway. So
if I peek out, I mean, like if
I mean, even at that angle, all you can see is the turn in the hallway there. Shift this down slightly. That I mean, what you can see on the map is what you see. It's just
Gotcha.
yeah.
Meridius, I've got a hallway that turns down here.
We have pathways leading toward north as well.
Are we assuming that straight ahead is the Chimera?
Something big
can't
is straight
see it.
ahead of us.
I would assume that we would not find them there. It may be advantageous for us to clear these hallways.
I say we head north to start with. More room to fight if it decides to wake up.
All right. Lead the way. I would try to stay hip to hip with him. Fucking offensive line of the crew here.
Trix is going to be keeping an eye out along the hallway for traps, anything that looks like a pressure plate. She is not touching the floor, but she's watching the walls, the floor, ceiling.
Okay.
Anything that looks sketchy.
So she is kind of in the middle there a little bit. You can roll perception as you're kind of just scanning anything that looks odd.
That's a 6.
Yep. Looks good to you.
I would
It was
say
a 2
that
on the dice.
Meridius would be looking to see if he saw any traces of people
Yeah.
that may have came through here. Footprints or blood or
Parts.
Yeah, body parts. Anything that seems more fresh than
Okay.
And
for
that's
an
just
area
like
this.
that's just a nook off to the left, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just like a little nook there. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Elril would be looking for anything, not necessarily like body parts or people, but like looking for anything out of place. The super dusty walls and floor that all of a sudden has like a clean streak where like somebody would have been drugged through, or
All right.
that
So
sort of thing.
basically, you and Meridius are both kind of tracking a little bit. So you can roll survival checks. Both of you.
I'm gonna put my hand out on Meridius and cast guidance as we're going through here.
Okay.
Spoofy's gonna be getting a good, constant sniff of the air to see if he can pick out like any gases or poisons or any off scents.
Very good. Roll perception on that.
That
We done tracked
is-
everything in this motherfucker. That's a natural 20.
Natural 20.
That is a 17 for me.
Plus
17.
4, so
Okay.
24 survival.
All right. So, Elril, it doesn't look like anybody has came this way that you can tell. You feel pretty confident that there's been no footsteps up in this general direction.
No, nobody's come through here, Meridius.
Spoofy, you smell the air. You can smell the Chimera. Its scent. But other than that, you don't smell anything else.
Yes, he's here. I smell the beast. Listen.
Trix is going to carefully look over the back of this cubby, like checking the wall or anything, because it seems very random, and she's gonna see if there's like a secret door.
Okay, you can roll investigation as you're
Tunnel.
dialing in on that specific wall.
24.
24. No secret passage there.
Damn.
Do we keep
Waste
moving
the good
forward,
roll.
knowing that no one's been through here recently?
I mean, there's no reason to. Not if we're looking for them.
So do we backtrack and go south, or do we go straight at the beast?
I'd rather not fight it if we don't have to.
We do that awkward, like we started walking this way, got like
Yep.
4 steps, and then we realized we're going the wrong direction, and Toril turns around and goes, sorry, that way, sorry, that way.
Trix is just
And
flying
you're just
over their
moving
heads.
through, exchanging positions.
Just looking on, judging silently. Like, dang, that looks awkward.
All right, you guys lead me. Where are you going?
So we going down this way now, then, Buck?
Yeah,
Same
or at
thing.
least to right here.
Right where?
Hey, if you're still looking for traps, just roll another perception as you're flying down through there.
Okay.
At least to right there to see if there's any signs of things.
I don't see shit.
I'm still sniffing the air.
Okay.
Oh,
Right
I don't
now
know why
you're
I'm
s-
whispering.
You're still just getting the chimera. It's very strong. It's
I apparently flew too far ahead while they were doing their awkward shuffle and forgot that I only had 5 feet of light. And I didn't see shit.
That's a 15. Sorry, my headset died.
15 on what were you doing?
The survival check you said.
Survival check. You don't see any footsteps in this. Actually, well, you pick up a couple,
What
and
about
it
my
looks.
survival check?
What was yours?
Well, you skipped me on the one up top. This one down here's a 23.
Oh well, he rolled a natural 20 up top, so it was just he kind of stepped in there. So sorry, I forgot you.
I was gonna say you told us both to roll. I'm like, he's gonna skip me twice. This is bullshit.
The
Sorry.
disrespect.
Sorry.
The knockout real out. I'm gonna start rolling them all.
Yeah, so Ariel starts to pick out something there, and you kind of lean down, Meridius, and then you look over at Spoofy, and it looks about the size of his footprint. But they don't go very far into this hallway. Looks like these guys were just kind of hanging out next to the door there where you'd found them.
So the pretty much the feet are coming towards us, not away.
Well, you see a little bit of both, right?
Yeah.
But it looks like their footprints only.
Damn it.
What is it?
We only have one choice. These are his. And
What?
Meridius points at Spoofy.
What?
Saying you have tiny feet.
I'm sorry. They don't really make shoes my size.
That means that whatever they dealt with down this corridor is either still alive, where their companions were killed, but that still means that they didn't see the others.
So our only option is to go towards the chimera.
Unfortunately, it seems that way.
Well, guess if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it, right? I turn and look at the group, and especially like I focus in on Mordecai because I know Mordecai. I don't know the others that well. If we are going to do this, it's very important that you stay quiet.
Okay, I can be quiet. That's not a problem.
Oh, I don't shoot until it's awake.
Oh, very much so. Do not shoot until it's awake.
Okay.
So, with me standing right here, Diz, where exactly do I see it?
All right, so you can't exactly see it because,
Like the figure, like
but
in the light.
but you're kind of seeing some mass like off in this area over here.
Shifting that.
If I could only see it, I could potentially blind it or deafen it.
I didn't even see a ping of where it was.
He just dropped the token.
I don't see it at all.
It's further.
You may
out
not even be able to
than-
see the
further to the
ping.
right.
It's way off to the right.
Oh, okay. So way over there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I can.
There's. He smiles. Meridius smiles. There's a way around this. Mordecai knows what I can do. Unfortunately, Elril, you were not here for this last time. How quiet can you all be?
Be pretty quiet.
Very.
See, I just gotta zip the mask a little tighter, and then I won't be able to talk.
Trix is gonna flick the top of Spoofy's head.
And
She
What
has a
I-
hand over her mouth.
What I am going to do, Trix, you will not be able to fly very high. You won't be able to see if you do.
It is a cool trick.
And so Meridius is going to, with everyone kind of standing within range of him,
Mm-hmm.
he's going to reach up and grasp his holy symbol and close his eyes. And they're going to start seeing this, what looks like fog to start with, start filling up the room around him. And he's casting his channel divinity of Marine Layer.
How big of an area does it cover? Does it
So
say?
Marine Layer is a 20 foot
20 foot. Okay.
centered on me.
All right. And does it give any specific instructions on stealth or anything?
It says that any creature looking into it sees everything is highly obscured. Any creatures within 5 feet of me sees things as lightly obscured. So anyone
Gotcha.
within a 5 foot radius of me can see out lightly obscured, but everything else is heavy in that 20 foot range or looking in on it.
All right. So since it doesn't specifically give anything on stealth, we'll just say that it gives advantage on it.
Okay. Because it says it lasts for 10 minutes, it spreads around corners, and cannot be dispersed unless I end it or the 10 minutes runs out.
Now, I assume that you guys are trying to, even with this, trying to stealthily move through. But if I'm wrong, let me know.
Oh, I planned on being as quiet as I could. Yes.
I'm
All right,
going to
so-
cast guidance on myself.
Guidance on yourself. Okay. So I need everybody to roll a stealth check. This will be a group stealth check
You said with advantage, right?
with advantage. Yes.
Well,
Okay,
that means I don't
Oh.
have to roll with disadvantage. I just have to roll.
Oh,
Just
Okay.
roll.
Oh shit, that's
You
true.
and Keltash and Elril.
I
17.
already rolled twice. You want me to just take the first roll, or do you want me to just roll a third time and take that?
Just the first one, if you remember what it is.
Oh.
If not, re-roll it.
The first one was 15, but I'm not.
That is a nat 20 from Spoopy, so a total of 26.
Nice. That 20 gets you 2 successes.
17.
17.
Thanks, Buck. It was almost a 7.
I have a
All right.
16 after I used my guidance.
All right, Elril got a 16.
Dirty 20.
30, 20, yes. Okay. Meridius?
So Meridius got a 17.
Okay.
And he didn't even need guidance.
What about Keltash?
Keltash, with his lovely +3, got a 21.
21. Wow, you guys are killing it here.
I'm just glad he didn't have to roll with disadvantage because I rolled both just for the hell of it. He'd
Yeah,
have got a nat 1.
nice. And
Mine was a
Mordecai.
2.
If
So
I didn't-
we'd have both been fucked.
Yeah, if I didn't roll with
17.
advantage, it would have been a 9.
17. All right, so 17
Nice.
was the number. So
Because I was looking, I was like, oh, that's so bad.
you guys really succeeded that one. So you guys feel like you're really stealthy.
Okay.
I don't like how you just said that.
We feel really stealthy.
So we're I guess we're moving forward then.
I'm doing my best to match footsteps with Meridius, like timing and everything. That way, if we do make noise, it still only sounds like, potentially one big person instead of.
So
But, yeah,
as
I would
you
take it
guys
slow.
move into this next room here, we'll just move you over a little bit here. You guys just kind of notice that this area is dusty like the rest of the place, but there seems to be a well-worn path kind of through here, where some people have came through here. It's at least there's not really any like furniture that you can see, but there are like rubble, like pieces of wood, cloth, remnants of what looks to be maybe furniture or something at one time that have just given away to the ages. As you guys approach the main chamber there, let's see, does anybody have a passive perception of like 16 or better, or
16 on the dot, sir.
60? Okay. You notice that there are markings around the from all the way from floor all the way around the walls and the ceiling, just at the edge of like the entry point to that large
Oh,
chamber.
fuck no.
I put up my hand and like stop Meridius, and I point them out, and then I reach back and I tap Calvert on the shoulder, and I point him out to him and kind of like point at his book and then point at the symbols.
Oh, Trix is flying up, and she's gonna use her feet spell to do comprehend languages as she looks at it.
Okay. So as you cast that,
Oh wait, that's spoken oh wait, you can also understand written. Never mind.
comprehend
Yeah.
Is it still good? Okay. All right. So as you kind of cast that ability, it's not that you kind of read these. They're not like letters. They look more like runes to you, and so it's not like language so much as some type of arcane rune.
Okay.
So
Then-
you and Telvir, if you guys are looking at it, can cast or roll an arcane check to see if you.
Okay.
That's why I pointed at the spell book. I don't know shit about arcane, but I know traps when I see them.
16?
16. Okay.
13. I mean, makes sense. I'm still in the marine layer.
You're
Like-
feeling out. 16. They looked like some type of protection rune with a 16.
Okay. She's gonna. She doesn't want to throw her Rubik's Cube because she likes it. She's gonna pull, like, just some random thing out of her bag. Just like a piece of junk or whatever.
Okay.
And she's gonna use magical tinkering. Again, to do the same thing as her cube where it gives off 5 feet of light.
Mhm.
And she's just gonna gently like close to the floor, so it's not like gonna be landing heavily. Just kind of toss it through the doorway to see if
Okay.
the light goes out.
So you just toss like a little piece of something through the door there.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it has a 5-foot radius light coming off of it. She's not like chucking it. It's just like
Right.
just through the doorway.
Right. So you kind of throw it. It goes through the doorway, lands on the floor.
And it's still glowing.
Still glowing.
Okay.
Well,
So I think it's a protection sigil of some kind. It doesn't look like it blocks magic. Otherwise that
Alrighty.
would have gone out.
Meridius. Do you remember what the angel said he's doing here?
Preventing a great evil from escaping.
If that is protection magic, that could very well be the only thing keeping the chimera in there. And there's a chance that if we go in there, we will not be able to walk back out through those sigils.
Yeah.
That could be the protection.
So you guys are more like, let's see, we would have
Poofy.
Tilvair, and you guys are more like right up here.
You
So
said- You said that you've seen the chimera before.
yes. Yes.
Where was he when you saw him? Still on the other side of these ruins?
It wasn't too far away, honestly. I don't know about the other side. I'm not the best with directions anyway, so
Trix, did you see the chimera with Goofy?
Yeah, I'm the one who knew what it was.
Was he still on that side of this doorway?
yes,
Yes.
it's right where he is. Yep, that's where.
Did
she
we
saw
go
it.
through the doorway?
That was my
You-
next question.
You did not.
Yeah, we saw it. It was right there. It hasn't moved. Same spot. We didn't go in though, cause we're small. Yeah. Didn't that other hallway turn back in this direction though? Maybe that hallway down to the south would let us go around here without having to walk through this doorway.
The only downside is I would assume that any doorway going into this would have the same type of magic.
Right, but maybe that hallway doesn't go into this room.
What if the protection runes only block evil?
That's
You want to test it?
a possibility, but do you want to be the one to test it?
I mean, I will try if you want me to.
Mordecai, you realize if your theory is wrong, you will be stuck in there by yourself with a chimera.
I do, but I care about you guys, so there we go.
I care about you too, buddy.
It's not about caring. I don't want you to be stuck in there with a chimera. The problem
Maybe
is
I could misty step through it.
Can you?
I think we see if we can go around before we go through this door.
I agree.
Oh, that is a good thing too. Yes.
I agree. My only fear is if this is what it is, then those friends that you were looking for, Meridius, may be trapped. That could be why there are no signs of them anywhere else.
Does the creature still look to be asleep?
Roll a perception.
Oh no.
And you've got a pretty good view of him from right there.
He's actually sitting right there
Front.
He's just
at the wall,
listening.
just like scratching at it.
I don't have all day.
Come in here, Mordecai.
My favorite paladin.
You see one of the faces turns and looks at Mordecai real quick and does
13.
the Hannibal Lecter.
13. He's right behind you guys now. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, you still see him out there. It looks like he's asleep. All three heads kind of laid down, wings kind of tucked around the sides, tail just kind of flicking a little bit from side to side.
We don't have earrings in this group, do we?
Nope, not yet.
There's a way to test your theory without anyone stepping inside.
You got a mouse in your pocket?
No.
Jelly! Jelly could test it.
Is that what
And
you were
she's
thinking,
like,
Meridius?
holding herself back from yelling because she was like, yeah.
I was
God,
just
can we-
going to have Keltash fire an explosive arrow at the creature, and if it comes through the doorway at us, then we kill it. If it doesn't, then it holds and we know that it's a seal.
Maybe we don't start with that.
Yeah, I thought we didn't want to wake it.
Also, that doesn't change the idea of it could be a seal just for the Chimera, or it could be a permanent seal for everything.
You're right.
I don't read arcane runes. I was hoping Talver would, but apparently he does not either.
Meridius, if you launch an explosion, what if the loosens up part of the ceiling and another stone falls on El Real? You know that he's attracted to him.
He's not wrong.
I mean, the other option is I just go through there, and if I die, fuck it, I come back. Apparently, right, Mordecai?
That is what happened last time.
I'm going
I don't
to
know how
smack
many
him.
times you can do this, though.
I'm going to smack him.
That's a lot. Don't do that.
He-
You can have Jelly try.
Yeah.
See if you can get Jelly to bounce in and then bounce back out.
But what if Jelly gets stuck?
Better Jelly than us?
Mm-hmm.
Mordecai will take the bottle and put it up.
Okay.
Jelly, can you hear me? 2 shakes for yes, 1 shake for no. Okay. All right. Do you want to help the party out because we're in a sticky situation? Okay, good. I knew you would. You're a good Jelly. All right. So
Jiggles.
listen, I will tell you that there's a chance that if you do this, you won't be able to come back to me. Are you still okay with it?
It pauses for a moment.
Okay, good Jelly. That's a good Jelly.
Jelly's already attached.
So what I want you to do, I want you to be a good boy.
I'm gonna fucking cry, dude.
And I want you to go. How far will he need to go?
Through the doorway and back. Not far.
Okay, just go through the doorway. And once you're on the other side of the doorway, try to come back to me, okay? That's all you got to do. Oh, and here. Mordecai, take a little bit of the ration, another piece of ration there that he
Pocket
broke
bacon.
off earlier. And
Mhm.
he'll put it on Jelly.
Okay.
There
He
you
kinda-
there you go. That's a good Jelly. All right. Thank you for helping us, Jelly. You are a good friend.
This
And
is
then he'll
Goblin
take
Crown
and put the
2.0.
and he'll put the bottle down and set the opening towards the doorway.
All right. It kind of scoots along. It it takes a little bit of time for it to crawl all the way past Meridius and Taver, and it gets to the edge and it scoots straight into the room there.
All right, good job, Jelly. He did it, right? Everybody's in agreement. He made it through.
He's passed the runes, yes.
All right, Jelly. Try to come back to me.
Yeah. It starts sliding back towards you. And it passes past Telver, past Meridius.
Why was I genuinely
Mordecai.
scared that we were gonna lose our cue? I've been holding my breath. I couldn't fucking breathe.
All right.
All right.
So Mordecai goes down and says he was able to make it through the thing. So he puts the bottle's still there, and he puts another piece of the ration there in front of the bottle.
Okay.
And goes, all right, Jelly, you can come home now.
Just squeezes back into the jar.
All right. Mordecai takes it, puts the cork on it, and goes, "That's a good jelly. You did good today." And he puts it back on.
Just
his
jiggling.
Hey, Mordecai.
Yes.
So if that thing grows, like while we're in a party and everything, let me know, and I'll make bigger containers for him so he's a little bit more comfy.
That is very good. He may want room to stretch out a little bit. Yes.
Yeah, these vials and everything, I made them myself.
Oh, you do good work. This is a very nice vial.
Oh, thank you.
Not the time.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. But see, Jelly made it, so it should be okay to go forward and then come back.
Because we know
Unless
Jelly's
one of us
not
is evil. That's right. Jelly's not evil. So as long as we're not evil, then it's okay.
Last I checked, I wasn't.
You see, I am not evil either.
I put my hand through the wall, through the portal, or the runs. Is there anything weird feeling?
Mm-hmm. No.
I step through.
All right. Step through.
Turn around
No.
and step back in.
You step right back through.
Right. That's
So maybe it just keeps the Chimera from leaving.
that is what I was hoping, but I was afraid.
Said, better we test it with Jelly first than one of us.
100%. I would have hated to have to lose such a good friend like you, Mordecai.
I mean, I would have did it, but I mean, I was scared that I was going to lose Jelly.
I was scared too.
I think we need to not move quickly, but also move quickly.
I'd
You
say
know
that
what I mean.
you've probably
quietly.
spent about, I'd say, 2 to 3 in-game minutes of talking about this and testing it. So you got probably about 7 minutes left on your marine layer.
The next thing is, am I going to try and blind or deafen it?
Maybe we try to go around first.
I think we should try
But if it
to-
hears us, it does have 3 ways of doing that, right?
I think the
Yeah.
other thing is, if it succeeds, it will probably hear you casting.
Say we try to go around before we
Also,
do anything.
also
to it.
how does something like that work with 3 heads? If you deafen it, do you deafen all heads or do you deafen just one?
It depends on the power of the deafening effect.
And if it's determined as a creature or multiple.
Yeah. I'm a doctor, so I know a little bit about science.
I'm gonna step back in this.
I'd say you spend another minute debating the fact of whether a Chimera is 1 or 3 creatures.
I'm going to step back in.
We just move before Meridius tries to murder us all.
Around the outside, we don't attack unless he wakes up.
Around the outside. Around the
Around
outside.
the outside. I was singing it in my head.
I'm going to go to the south. I think we should have somebody go to the north and people watching the Chimera. If the Chimera moves, we get out as fast as we can.
So, as you step in here, you kind of really notice the chamber. The chamber is probably about 30 plus feet high in this middle area here. There are 4 large pillars that surround the Chimera. There seems to be some type of light source on each of them on the interior side of it there. And the pillars rise all the way to the ceiling in the middle here. To your left and right, you see what seems to be like cages of some sort, cells, large entry points there where looks like bars with some type of door on it.
creatures.
It's about as far as you can see at the moment, I think. So.
What
Can
do you
I
think,
tell how
Meridius? Do we
tall
just-
a chimera would be standing up?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I'm
if you could-
sorry. You never should have let me fly, man.
You're just guessing. You're probably thinking like it's probably a good 15 plus feet tall.
Okay.
But it also has wings, doesn't it?
It does have wings.
Okay.
I'd say maybe,
That's
well, maybe
fine.
like between 10 and 15 feet. Like it's probably just,
But it also has wings. Okay.
it does have wings.
I was not contemplating just flying directly above it. I was not at all.
You know, like the thought crosses.
I will wait close to the entryway. The others can follow Meridius before his effects wear off.
Right, like, don't we all want to stay close to Meridius?
My
Right.
headset really likes disconnecting.
I have to stay close to Meridius because he made a promise so that I wouldn't die.
Oh, so he won't kill you, just us.
Yes.
So Meridius, you go north, I go south.
Should we really send somebody who has
think Buck is muted.
disadvantage
I'm not muted.
on a stealth mission by himself?
I mean, from what it appears, this is just one big chamber.
Right. But sticking close to Meridius means we're all like benefiting from his thing. You going off by yourself, you get disadvantage on your stealth. You wake it up, and then all of a sudden you're off by yourself. Chimera tries to eat your face.
I mean, we
Out
can
of
wake it
character,
up at
we're
any
about to
point.
lose the.
We're about
the
to
thing
lose
anyway.
the thing, which is why I'm
Yeah.
suggesting the split up.
Well,
Diz is smiling. I know why he's
Talver's gonna
smiling. My
stay
DM
back
senses are tingling.
until the rest of y'all get clear, and then
I
he'll
know
come
what
after.
I would do.
Staying close to Meridius.
I can see in the
Uh,
dark, so
That's fine. I'm still looking at Meridius for what he wants to do.
I said whoever's coming better come on.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that. That may have been when I thought you were.
Is
muted.
Kaltash coming with you?
Yeah, Kaltash will be with.
Okay,
with
we'll bring
Meridius.
him up. Mordecai, you just kind of hanging out in the hallway, so. There you go.
Mordecai is always with Meridius.
Okay. All right, so
Does
you guys
Mordecai have
going?
a leash?
Are you heading north? Is that the way you're going?
Sometimes.
Yep.
Okay.
Sans
I mean,
Talver.
yeah, you're staying there, right? So, if you want, I'll move you back slightly, and then slide them up a little bit.
Wakes up,
Okay.
scatter.
Okay. So you guys are just slowly moving up in this direction. Yeah.
Are these sails that we're passing?
Yeah.
Yeah, as you get to here, you can you're gonna Spoofy's inside the pillar. As you get to here, as you kind of look over Mordecai, you can see like some bones inside there. They look humanoid. Skeletons just kind of scattered
Nothing
here, there.
living.
Filth, yeah.
Whoever was over here in this sail did not make it out.
Okay.
We don't see anyone in a sail or any shred of life. We're just going to keep moving.
Keep moving. Okay. So we keep moving up here. Are you guys like focused and moving straight ahead? You looking around? What are you doing?
I'm mainly looking to see if there's anything in the sails and
In the sails,
checking the
okay.
room.
I'm looking for signs of the crew that we're looking for.
All right, Spoofy and Elreal roll perception as you walking through there.
Trix
Alrighty.
is watching the chimera as they move.
That is a
You
16.
can roll perception for the chimera as well. 16, okay.
23.
23. All right. So with the 23, you see a partially devoured body over here up against this.
I do the same, like trying to be real quiet. Tap on Radius' shoulder.
You
Point
also
it out.
see what looks to be like a bow laying off to the side.
I just kind of point at both. Let him make note of it. Because I don't.
Diz, do I see the little golden orbs?
Those are just lights on
Okay.
the they're just light sources.
Okay.
Yep.
That was a 13 watching the chimera.
Okay, 13. Still seems to be asleep.
Do
Oh,
I
you say that.
recognize anything about the bow or the body?
Do what? Do you
Do I
recognize?
recognize anything from the bow or the body?
So roll a perception as you turn around and look at it, see how well you can see it from there.
That's a 17.
17. That looks like the ranger that was with the other group.
Okay.
From what you can tell. It's hard to make it out, but you kind of notice some of the features of the body, and you can see the bow on the ground. You're making some assumptions there.
Okay. I just keep walking then towards the next cell.
Okay. So are you walking across, or are you going up north?
I just walk straight across.
Straight across. So you're going over to here.
Yep.
Okay. As you get there, and you look into the cell, it's much like the other one. It's just kind of old bones, rags. The cell door doesn't seem to be. This one is just ajar. It's not even closed.
Is with the way we're standing, is Keltash close enough to grab the bow?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I would tell Keltash to grab the bow to get it back to Maze.
Okay. Gotcha. All right.
And then I'd keep going around the room.
Okay. So you're just going completely just running the
I'm
circuit
looking
here.
for any signs of the other ones that are missing.
Yep. So you noticed a hallway to the north. You're seeing a hallway to the east here. As you get to about here, Keltash and Mordecai roll perception, and Trix roll another perception on the Chimera. And Telvera, you did anything over there?
I was just watching the since the light is showing on the Chimera, I'm just watching the creature.
Okay. You can roll perception
19.
as well.
19.
Okay.
Oh, another nat 20, 24.
Nice. So, Trix, you feel like you're pretty sure that thing is asleep still. It's breathing, not really moving. Its tail's just kind of flitting around a little bit. Natural 20 from the other side. Yeah, it is asleep. You know it is asleep, so. No doubt. Mordecai and what was your perception?
19.
And Keltash was
Keltash is a 15.
15. Okay. So Keltash doesn't notice, but Mordecai, you see another body over here, kind of right underneath this light source here, up against that pillar. Looks like a halfling.
Okay. There appears to be a halfling corpse in the lower left.
Maybe half of a halfling.
1/4 halfling.
A quarterling.
The quarterling, yeah.
Oh, that's fucked up. Oh.
Because I'm pretty sure Mordecai would know who the hell that is, only because of being the janitor for so long.
Yep. So you feel like that's the halfling from the other party, Emma.
I think it is Emma.
Okay. As you move on around,
We sling
No, we
Spoofy
threw someone
in
into the
gate.
gate.
That's what
He's
I'm
in
saying,
jail.
man. Like,
go straight
sounds
to
like-
jail. Do
Get
not
out
pass
of
go. It's more of the same. It just seems to be old cells. You're imagining that maybe this room was used for amusement of some sort, or maybe they had live people in there to feed this creature or previous creatures.
I went a completely different way when you said amusement of some sort. I was thinking jail cells, chains, and whips. Like,
No, that was the
freaky
other
That's the
shit.
soup
campaign.
store.
Yeah. All right, and you notice a hallway to the south here.
Okay.
And then as you're right here, roll another perception tricks on the chimera as you're walking past.
18.
18. Still looks to be asleep at the moment.
I like
you
that
get
word.
you get to the last cell here, and it looks to be much of the same. Just a cell that's just hasn't been used in a long time. Okay. And then as you kind of get back over here to the Hotel de Verre, you've probably spent about, I'd say, moving slowly, you probably spent about 2 minutes maybe moving around the room. So you're probably down to about, what, 3 minutes left?
There. There's a pathway to the east on the other side of this creature. We may have a better chance of advancing through here if we go back around and get on the other side of him.
Sounds like a plan.
Let us not waste any time.
Peter Patter, let's get at her.
All right, since this is a new type of event that's happening, you spent the one stealth check all the way around. So we're going to do another group stealth check to see if you guys can make your way back through the chamber.
With or without the advantage?
You still have advantage. You have 3
Okay.
minutes of the cloud left. So
Who rolled
The
really
Marine
good
layer.
out of BU and Keltash last time, Buck?
I mean, Keltash got in 21 on his.
I'm gonna give Keltash guidance because I know that luck doesn't follow through all the time. So
That's a good thing.
I got a 15.
17.
17 plus my modifier of 0.
22.
sorry, Elro got what?
17.
17, 22.
Ellen got
All
them
right.
good juju dice tonight.
Mordecai,
Well, the other roll with
17.
the advantage was a 3 on the dice.
17. Keltash,
Keltash got 14 with guidance.
It's
14 with guidance. Okay.
So,
with guidance.
Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3.
I was just
We have
playing the odds.
4
I knew maybe
successes.
I was
Meridius
kinda low.
got 18.
Maria's got 18.
But
That gives
poor
us
Keltash,
17. Yeah. There's 18.
I rolled an 8 on the die for Keltash. And I'm like, oh, that's good, not good. He's like, Sligo's guidance. I was like, oh, I get a chance to add a little bit more to that.
Well, I was just playing
So,
the odds. I knew me and you rolled lower. Keltash rolled higher last time, so let's reverse it. Go with the highest guidance. And
Delvir, you had advantage. Did you roll 2 natural ones?
No, but I rolled a 5 and a 6, so it's a 12.
He said no.
A 12. All right, so you got 4 successes and 3 failures, so you still succeed. Just barely this time, though.
We blew all of our luck to get in here. It's fine.
you know what
right.
they called the guy who graduates last in his class in medical school, right?
Doctor.
Yeah, that was spooky.
Oh,
So,
no.
which way are you going?
I'll
North or
just head
south?
back south.
South.
And loop
Okay.
back to the east.
All right. So, are you staying close to the pillar, or are you trying to swoop low away from the chimera?
With the whole group, I would say that we would keep about a 5 to 10 foot berth from the pillars as much as possible.
Okay.
Just so that we're not making as much noise, because there are a lot of plate wearers.
So this time you go a little deeper than you did before. You kind of stayed a little closer to the pillars the time before. As you get about here, we'll have the 3 at the bottom there: Keltash, Elril, and Mordecai. Not Mordecai, sorry, Spoofy. Roll a perception check.
Ow. Okay.
16 for Keltash.
16.
21 for Spoopy.
Nice.
30-20.
30-20. So, the 21 and the 20. You guys hear what seems to be somebody speaking. It's very muffled. And it's coming from the south, that hallway. It's echoing out of there.
With both of them kind of tagging me, Spoofy's gonna feel a slight grab on his shoulder and a push out of the way as Meridius goes past him.
Okay.
To head south.
All right. So you guys start to move down into here. You guys can kind of put yourself in whatever order you want to and kind of move into that direction.
I wish I could hover in the middle above people.
They don't have a hover function.
No, I know. This is what I get for playing someone who flies.
If only we had 3D roll 20.
Tabletop simulator. Let's go.
Listen, I picked a character with wings just to make Diz's life miserable. No, I didn't. I picked her because she was cool. But
All right. You guys can
So for
move,
so
make your
I
way
get
through
right here, and then I'll stop. That way
Okay.
we can see which way it's coming from.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm almost zoning onto that sound, trying to.
Okay.
Since I notice
So-
when I get here, there's 2 paths.
The guys, whoever's up front, looks like Meridius, Elril, and Trix. Maybe Spoofy there. You guys can roll perception as you're kind of tracking this thing forward.
Guidance on my stealth.
23.
22.
22. Okay.
23.
I got
Which
a
one?
16.
16. All right. So everybody but Meridius there. You hear the muffled sounds coming. It's a little bit louder where you're at here. It's coming from this hallway here to your guys' left.
So it's almost one of those as Meridius is just walking past the hallway to think he's going south. Like I reach up and tap on his shoulder and give him the.
Okay. Then I'll move my 30 to there.
Okay.
Like to be watching for suspicious trap-like objects as we move down this hall.
Okay.
I got,
Roll
I got you,
perception.
clan. I'll move it for you.
14.
14. Is
I put
Telver
on the
staying
follow
back
for
there?
Yeah, I can't see or anything, so I'm not gonna stumble or risk stumbling.
Okay.
You're staying back there within line of sight of the chimera?
I'm in the darkness. You have to peer past the darkness.
I was
true.
born in the dark. I can see light
Right,
clothes already in my
right.
hand.
What was the roll, Tricks?
That was a 14.
14. You don't see any traps. Nothing that you
I
think is a
don't
trap.
like that. God, Trix thinks she's fine. Ellen's fucking stressed.
It's fine. It's fine.
You have your little light crystal too.
All right, you guys can keep
Oh no,
moving.
she put it away because you guys give off more light, and she wanted to be able to hold her gun.
Oh, I was talking to Talver. He's got a crystal now.
Oh,
I'll take my 30 to there.
Okay. So you kind of go past one of those little alcoves that you noticed before in the other hallway. And you can see on up ahead, it looks like the edges of some chairs or something, or some type of stone something.
Do I hear the noise now?
Oh, you guys can roll perception. I'd say all you guys can roll at this point if you want to.
Yeah.
Because you're
Did I
all
just-
kind of honed in on this.
Well,
in true cleric fashion.
Kaltash is oblivious to everything. He nat one it.
Oh,
As,
nice.
That's a 17 for spoof.
7,
Sure.
17,
13 for Mordecai.
13. I thought you were going to say 30 for Mordecai. I was like, what?
It's
Who
on a
the fuck-
D20. I rolled 45.
Like, when the fuck did JD get in this campaign?
I got a 19 on Meridius.
19. What did Del
Kaltash
Real?
did slash follow, and
He
he was
did.
following somebody. That's all he's doing right now.
Me, whenever I play WoW or Final Fantasy.
What was your roll, El Real?
18, sorry.
18. So, Meridius and El Real, you can tell that it's coming from up ahead a little bit. It's not constant, but it's just like, it's almost. Roll insight, Meridius and El Real.
Okay.
So you're the last ones to hear it.
18.
18.
That's a 21.
21. So, with the 21, you notice that it's very rhythmic. It's on a very precise interval of repeating. And you're kind of picking up like you can hear almost like it's like maybe like a language, but you don't recognize the language.
Damn it! I knew I should have remembered Morse code.
Meridius. Does it sound like someone singing?
It's not really singing. It's more.
Chanting?
It's not rhythmic as in rhythm, as
Right.
in
It's
cyclical,
it's,
like
repeti-
it's
it's,
set.
it's
Yeah.
repetitive.
Yeah.
It's more
Yeah.
like they're.
But when you
They
think
said,
of
though, that it's
when you
singing,
think of
not
a vocal
same thing.
rhythmic, you would think.
You would, yes, it's rhythmic
Music,
as well.
but
Yeah,
Well, even
I
even
don't understand
repetitive
it.
cyclical when you're talking
Yeah.
into a vocal, that would
This
become
is-
chanting with which is the earliest form of music.
yeah. I can see that would be interesting how you were thinking of it. Just like,
Well, so like
Gregorian chant
chanting
coming.
Gregorian chanting is like the earliest form of music, right? And you have that just rhythmic, just repeating.
In
the
hindsight,
same-
that's what I should have made this, but that's not what you're hearing.
we would hear the Halo theme.
Now, here's a question. Telver, are you doing anything out there or just standing quietly in the dark?
Definitely just watching the Chimera, because last thing is we come back out of that hallway, and there's a chimera greeting us. So
Okay.
if it moves, I'll go and follow and tell the others.
You can roll perception on it just to make sure you're keeping an eye on it.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Dirty 20.
30-20, yep. Still right there. Seems to be snoozing. All right, so as you guys approach a little further here, you notice off just ahead there, to the right side of the map, it looks to be some type of like benches made of stone. The floor is a different type of material. Looks more, I guess, fancy would be the word, or not just the rough stone floor. It's some type of nice chiseled, polished.
Haunted church.
I'm just saying, you got pews in a dungeon at the bottom of a temple. Are you sure that wasn't some Gregorian chanting going on?
That's what I was saying.
I thought we found the mess hall.
And on the wall over there, you guys can roll a perception.
Unless there are lights in there, I'm not rolling because I can't see shit.
No.
I guess when you put in my modifier, it's not bad. 15.
15? 30-20. The Meridius, you see on the wall there is like a large stone like image cut into the wall of that eye symbol that you've seen before. Also, you guys hear off to the north end of the map there what sounds like someone like muffled speaking again. Let's see.
It's been less than an hour, right? Since I cast Comprehend Languages?
Less than an hour? Yes, it has definitely been less than an hour.
Then I can understand the literal meaning of any spoken language I hear.
Excellent. So, I was actually going to look to see what all languages everybody knew real quick as well.
Abyssal, Celestial, Common, and Infernal. It's either good or it's evil. I know it.
Draconic or Dwarvish?
I got Draconic, Primordial, and Sylvian.
Can you teach me Primordial?
So I could speak to Meridius in my native tongue.
So, Trix and Meridius, you hear in Sylvan.
Oh, so I don't even need it. So I did understand what was been going on. Damn
so it sounds like home.
He said, "Damn it, I didn't want to understand."
You guys
Sounds
hear?
like home.
Can someone help me? I'm locked in the room.
As I get close enough to understand that, you said it was north?
North, yes.
Elreal sees me go from looking at that wall to turning straight north, not even slowing down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bolting right
Trix,
after him.
Trix moves down the hallway because she hears it and she's like, hi, that's some face shit. Those are my peeps.
In Sylvian back, Meridius is gonna say, which Trix will now know. Quiet, you will wake him.
Can you open the door?
Well, we're gonna try.
Who are you?
Everill's able to see through the door. There you go. Or Meridius is.
Trix is gonna hold a finger up, like, hold up. Who are you?
There you go. Fix the door. You're not supposed to see in there yet.
Does the voice sound familiar?
It does not. It does not sound familiar. It's also very muffled.
Okay.
Through the door there.
Yeah,
What were you guys saying to him through the door?
Trix
Trix
wants to know
asked
who it
who they
is.
are.
I am the librarian.
I've seen this TV show.
Same.
I was locked in here, and I need someone to open the door.
Why were you locked in here?
It was long ago. Some event happened, and the door closed and locked. I was left alone.
Okay.
I'm
In
tapping
the-
on Meridius's shoulder.
In
As
the
he's talking.
history of this temple, do we know how long it's been since it like sunk down into the earth? Like from part of our mission
No,
or like
this
anything
is,
like that? It's just been a
no,
while.
I mean, there's not
It-
a lot known about it. It's like the
But it doesn't
history
seem
of
to be
this place is.
recent?
It doesn't seem to be recent, no. Yeah, I mean, you've seen pieces of furniture that have deteriorated just with time.
As Elreal taps Meridius on the shoulder, he turns and looks at him.
I don't know why my headset keeps dying. I don't know what happened when my headset died, but I tapped on Meridius's shoulder.
Yeah, it said that Meridius turns and looks at you.
I look at Trix and say, "Don't do anything yet."
Oh, I know.
And I take a few steps back away from the door. And kind of like motion for Meridius.
And then changing to a different language, you hear in Draconian, "Is anyone still there?"
Yep, still here. Just give us a second.
He hears Meridius a little further from the door. "We're working on the door."
Meridius.
And Trix is gonna take her thieves' tools out and just smack them against each other, so it sounds like she's picking the lock on the door.
I need a
DM, check your
performance
DM.
check.
Shit!
Meridius.
Yes.
Yeah, we call that sleight of hand.
The angel said he's protecting from great evil. And he seemed unfazed when we talked about the chimera. That symbol is a fake deity. Somebody who is grasping for power. I don't know what's going on in there. But what if whatever's in there is the great evil?
I got a 4 on that
There could be.
performance.
4. I don't think you're quite doing it right. It sounds like you're hitting stones and metal together.
Listen, I'm out of practice, okay? Give me a minute.
As Elreal finishes his conversation, he sees Meridius grab his holy symbol, and I wanted to cast Divine Sense.
Okay.
It's 60 feet.
Okay. It reaches out and it hits the door, and the door stops your magic.
Okay. If it was a great evil, could it not simply open the door? I do not see these same markings that are in with the Chimera.
Depends.
I put my role in the DM diz.
Oh, sorry.
It depends on what's going on. I understand that it's I don't know what it's saying, right? But I understand that it's spoken 2 different languages now. Like I would understand the difference in
It,
Draconic and Sylvan, right? Those are very like that's like speaking German and then going to like a very
French.
proper English or French. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let me try something real
the
quick.
being claims to be the librarian.
Let me try something real quick. And I kind of shout out at the door. Can you hear me? Are you still there? But I shouted in Celestial.
In Celestial, you hear a reply. I can hear you. You are very versed in language.
He speaks 3 languages so far. This is not one of the crew that came down here.
No. But if it is a librarian, librarians are very vast in knowledge. Secondly, would a great evil speak celestial?
It could. It's not like Celestial is a hidden language.
No.
L-
But he
I-
didn't seem to take offense.
I then speak up and go, how long have you been in there? But this time in Abyssal.
In Abyssal, he replies back. It has been a while. I lost track of time. I have sorted the books several times. I have become bored of doing such.
Oh, so he's been trapped in the library for hundreds of years
Poor soul.
with nothing better to do. I want that, please.
I have no need of reading the books any longer. I know them all word for word.
That was Abyssal.
Talking to the same guy.
Do you serve a god in the temple? This time in Infernal.
We serve the Elder Eye. He replies in the same language.
That one Infernal. And he serves the Elder Eye. A deity. I use that word loosely. A false deity. Somebody grasping after the power of the gods.
Now, when you're talking like that, are you speaking, trying to keep it concealed?
I'm keeping it lower.
Okay. Just making sure.
I'm trying to just that's why I step back when I'm talking to Meridius, and then I yell.
He may very well be our easiest way to get to where we're going.
He may also be the one who seeks the power himself, locked
This
in
is
here
true.
by the angels to.
This whole time, Trix is just continuing her shitty fake lock picking performance.
I don't feel like the angels.
I need another performance check. I need
Hey.
another perception from Telvair as well.
down.
Oh, that's a 19. So it's gotten better.
Necessarily not necessarily locked in here by the angels, but locked in here and protected by the angels.
I think you've about got it. It sounds a lot better.
Oh, this one's a bitch.
It's not getting good on this end. Telvair's getting bored. That's a 10.
Yes.
A 10? Okay.
Did Mordecai just yell at me for using bad language?
No, Mordecai yelled at Meridius because Meridius wasn't paying attention to him.
I mean, you didn't message me that you wanted to talk.
I literally said with my mouth, Meridius, and you and Elreal just kept jibber jabbering.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't hear you come through your mic.
I
Mordecai,
found something
Where?
in the chapel room there with the pews.
And he
Or
looks at Elreal.
Maybe a chapel. I don't know, but it's got pews in it.
Ed
benches.
turns and looks at Mordecai. Show me what you found.
I don't have to show you. I can just tell you there was nothing in there except a loose stone, and I touched the stone and moved it out of the way, and there's a lever there, like what we encountered earlier.
Did you
You're a
pull it?
lever.
I did not pull the. I have learned I did not pull the lever. I was going to ask you if you wanted me to pull the lever before I pulled the lever.
Are you gonna pull the lever?
I mean, I want to pull the lever, but I ask first because I didn't want Meridius to go in our afterlife to constantly tell me that I should not have pulled the lever. In case, some monster came out or something.
May be wise to not pull that lever just yet.
See, that is why I came to ask whether I should pull the lever or not, because I'm assuming the lever opens the door.
I don't know about you, but I think the best course of action would to be. Wait. In common, How long have you been in there?
As I said, I do not recall. It has been some time. I have read all of the books in the library and sorted them several different times. I've came up with 4 different means of organization and...
Do you want me to try to go through the door?
No.
And see what's in there?
No.
Do you have any good botany books in there?
How would one survive that long without food, water, any kind
there-
of rations in a
There is a
library?
few.
Are they good?
I
Unless
can
they're-
only compare them to what I've read, and I would say they're okay.
No.
Excuse me, sir. The Mordecai will say that though in Elvish.
He replies in Elvish. Yes.
You know a lot of tongues.
Elvish is... I am very familiar with this language, though it sounds
do you?
odd.
I speak with an accent.
It's
What about this one? And then he'll speak with Goblin.
See, the best part is I can
You know this
understand
one?
all of this right now.
Not my favorite language, but still one that I know.
Understood. How about and then he switches to Infernal. Do you know this one?
Yes, your friend spoke that to me.
Ah, that's cool. So you've went through a lot of them. Okay. So are you evil or something? Or why are you locked in the door?
I am not evil. Who said such things?
Well, you're locked behind a door. There's no key. And, there's a chimera down here and it didn't break through the door and eat you.
The chimera is still there. It is.
Yes, it's there. It's sleeping. But you're here and you've been here for a long time. And do you have food in there? Is there like a snack bar?
There is no sustenance here, no.
Then how long have you been in there?
I
Have you
get
been in there
wide-eyed
like
and staring
more
at
than
Meridius
3
at
months?
And at this point, Trix is gonna use magical tinkering real quick, and she's gonna
Also,
tinker an object and
Is
make
there
it.
no? Go ahead.
She's gonna make it give off a snapping sound like something broke off in the lock.
Oh, that
Also,
did not
sir-
sound good.
No, that did not. That her tools are bent. She may have to get new ones. So how about water?
There is some water in here that drips through the ceiling.
Okay, Mordecai turns around to Meridius. Look, a person cannot live more than 3 days without water. They cannot go more than 3 weeks without food. He said rule of threes and 3 minutes without breath. I know this, learned from the guild. So, sir, behind the door, what are you?
My name is Zumphin.
It's
I
easy.
know you're something, but I mean, are you like me? Like I am a tiefling.
No, Mordecai, he's an elf.
But even elves have to eat. No.
What was known as a moon elf. Are you familiar?
I am not. Are they kin to Drow? I have heard of Drow elves.
Not drow, no. Distant relation.
Do you like spiders?
I do not like spiders.
Okay, good. That is good. I don't like spiders either. Creepy crawly things freak me out.
I don't know if I can get this door open, guys. I might need to go find a crowbar or something.
So, does magic not work in this thing? Like, could magic not pass through your door?
It is reinforced with some runes. I don't know that it can penetrate it.
I
Okay.
think it's time to get out of here.
I want
There
to.
is some type of preservation on it that we placed here to preserve the books. This must be what is keeping me alive.
I mean, maybe, do you want me to go pull the lever? Because this is either he's the big bad or the Chimera is the big bad. But either way, there's something down here. And he may have something good for us if he is not the big bad.
Trix is gonna check the runes on the door. Now that he's pointed them out.
Oh,
Are they
you don't
visible on her side?
No, you don't see any on the outside.
There was nothing written in the room that I went to. There was no words or runes or nothing in the room. There was just the stone blocking, hiding the lever, but the stone fell out.
Here is my only thing. We are in a part of the temple that seemingly worshipped a false deity from an elvish persuasion. That person rose to power and was trying to become a god. Typically, when man is trying to become a god, it is not a good god. He worshipped this deity at the least, if he is not the same man. And he has been here for years, as he speaks Elvish, and that is his favorite tongue, he says. But your Elvish sounds weird. It's because of the difference in dialect that would happen over time.
He also has a weird accent. In most languages.
It is true. That is true. I do. You're not wrong.
I do not trust it.
I mean, no.
I think he is the evil that the angels are keeping here. I don't think the angels would care about the Chimera. They would just destroy the Chimera.
Want me to go back and ask the angel if he's the bad guy?
I think the Chimera may be a disguise for adventurers that find their way in here. To keep them away from this door.
At least convinced him the door's broken so we can buy some time and say we're going to look for some tools.
I think there is a lever somewhere in the chapel that opens the door if you look.
I'll check it out. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll go look for it. We'll be back.
So are we done here?
It is your call. You, as they said, have been the leader of this crew. I will follow you and have your back. Whatever you decide, but I do not trust this.
I've only known of a few creatures or beings that could live years without eating. To my knowledge, even elves have to eat on occasion.
That is what I said.
And if he knew that he was locked in there, why not tell us where the lever was to begin with?
I don't know. Maybe he thought Trix was better at picking locks than she was.
Trix is gonna go check on Talver.
My point, Mordecai, is he knew that nothing that we were doing out here was going to open that door.
He didn't let us leave. There's nothing more down here, right? Because we found the remains of the people. The Chimera is still sleeping, and if he's the big bad, then we go and say, "Hey, did the moon elf downstairs, is he the big bad?" And then he'll go, "Yes, he was a big bad." And then we leave, right? So either let's pull the lever and find out what's behind door number 1, or let us leave.
We need to head to the east of the Chimera's room. We still have not found what we came here for.
We came here
Tricks
from Maisie.
and,
She's upstairs.
Tricks and Spoofy, roll a perception check.
I don't like this. That's a dirty 20.
Oh, that's a 19.
As you walk up, Talver turns to look at you, and you look past, and you both see something missing in the middle of the room. And that's where we'll stop for the evening.
Tune in for the next episode in 2 weeks. Titled Chimera Calypso.
Next episode of Not Actually Heroes, The Forgotten. TPK.
Will the party be the ones that are forgotten? Will the moon elf get out the door? Will Mordecai get bored and actually go pull the lever? Find out next time.
I mean,
All right, guys.
I
I'm
was
so
just gonna
proud.
drink the vial and walk through the wall.
He said, "Will Mordecai get bored and pull the lever?"
You still have one of those vials?
We
I
were
mean-
given 10.
I contemplated pulling the lever.
I thought they were in the bag of
I
holding.
thought you would. I really thought you were going to pull that lever.
I would, but I was like, no, Mordecai would actually go tell Meridius what he found and then see what he'd want to do. But then when Meridius wasn't talking to him, he contemplated turning around and going and pulling the lever anyway.
I would have loved to seen you put your hand on the lever and be like, "Oh, should I do it? I really want to pull the lever."
He can't pull it. Feels a strength check. He puts 2 feet up on the wall.
They're over there talking in the background. And you're just. That'd have been a really good visual. All right, well, that was fun.
See, I just want to know how bad Stax was rolling on his perception checks. Or was he just not telling us?
No, he was rolling pretty good, and then on the last one he rolled a 10, and so at that point he got a little distracted, and
then the Chimera became John Cena.
I'm so much less scared about the Chimera at this point.
My thing is what good's a scout? That sounds like Razor from Genshin Impact. I keep watch, you leave, you call me. The fuck kind of sense does that make? That's Stacks. I'm gonna watch the Chimera.
I don't understand Genshin references. I apologize.
Hey,
He's like,
I didn't know.
the Chimera left. I'm just gonna stand here, not tell nobody.
Tell
No,
Van didn't know you're
on
already
his-
take like 20 minutes to go
on
down
his
the
last roll he
hallway.
got really bored. So
It's like
He started reading his book.
he might have been looking at that book, yeah.
Damn wizards.
Damn wizard.
That's what the guy is. He's a wizard.
Yeah, that's who we're talking about.
You're a wizard, Delvere.
So that was fun. This campaign is going to be really fun to talk about once we're at the end of it, because all the stuff that you might have walked right past or stuff like that be interesting. So
Right. Tune in to our next episode of After the Roll in 3 years.
Yep.
Now,
All
see,
right.
Meridius is in a very bad spot right now. If the person is innocent, then if he walks away, he leaves an innocent man condemned to a room.
That is
If
true.
he's evil, then he leaves the evil sealed and his conscience is cleared. So
Yep.
right now, Meridius is
you don't know.
torn.
Yep.
What
and he
would
has to
Bahamut
think
do?
it out.
Yeah.
Bahamut would break out of a moon and torch a place.
WWBD.
El Real
Remember,
is
it
in the same
happened.
place,
Final
but
Fantasy
he's-
version 1. Bahamut broke out of the moon and torched the world.
El Real is torn too, but he's thinking on the safe end of like, go back up out of the temple, figure things out, then come back and save him if you can figure things out.
But at the same time, what we're there after is not him.
Yeah.
So, if he lived that long, he can last longer.
100%. He can last till tomorrow when I can get, one of my abilities to talk to one of the deities that I serve.
It's up to you, but would a paladin say that? Would a cleric say that? Would your cleric say that? That's the question. You have to make the decision for yourself, and then
I know that's why I'm stuck
whatever
on
the
fence
consequences
of
are.
where
Yeah, so
Meridius is stuck.
My cleric,
maybe no consequences, so you don't know.
My cleric would 100%, with all of the false deity stuff going on in here, 100% he would want to go ask Denier, because Denier is the god of knowledge.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I kind of miss Russ in this instance because we would have already fought this chimera. The guy would have, the door would have been open.
Russ would have pulled the lever.
He would have.
Russ would have been like, "There's a lever? What?"
Hey, I was gonna give Keltash the shot if y'all.
You were.
That cube,
I don't know.
we'd have been fighting a chimera because he was gonna launch an explosive round at that fucker's face.
He probably would have done that.
Keltash is not as chaotic as Quarian or Huck.
No,
It's
but
true.
Meridius was gonna
But
be
Russ
like,
is.
Keltash, fire an explosive arrow at that chimera's face.
To be fair, Russ has played Keltash like fairly strategic until he's, drugged out or like hasn't had his drugs in enough time.
I keep forgetting that
Fucking
Keltash is
say.
a drug addict.
But
Mordecai will
Keltash
pray
has
to Anwar to find
has
out
listened to
the answers.
Meridius quite often in this campaign. That's why I was like, if Meridius said, "Hey, fire an explosive arrow at that chimera," he'd have been like,
Oh yeah, he'd have done it.
and then that fucker would have been gone.
I don't know
That was
about
a-
gone.
No, I'm talking
As
about the arrow would have been gone. It didn't
Oh,
was a
make
good-
sense.
I thought you meant like the chimera.
No,
would-
fuck no. We'd have been fighting that fucker for about an hour.
That was a good crit there, Clan Diesel.
Hey, you're welcome.
Critted chat.
Screw
Yep.
that crit. I ain't even looking at chat. Nope.
All right, so just going around the table, Nordicopian Network. Me and Clan Diesel will be streaming some Super Retro Game Show tomorrow, 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Nope, not tomorrow. Not tomorrow.
Well, it depends on how the NetApp upgrades goes.
Oh.
Oh, true. That
Nope.
true. Yeah,
So Clan
Maybe.
may also be having a fun.
maybe you made us get me, so I don't know.
I was gonna say, Diz forgot
If
about the
it's
bad
just
shit.
Diz, what do we get to watch?
I don't know.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Either Tears of the Kingdom or Final Fantasy 14. That's probably what
Tears
we'll
of
be
the Kingdom.
playing.
Because he'll be playing that because Clan won't be there.
That's a good. I will probably jump back on that because I'm
Which one has more reading?
14 for sure.
So
I've
you'll
been
be
and I've
playing
been
Tears.
reading all the stuff, so
I'm very proud of him.
I'm only like level 11 or 12 because it's
Reading's
taking
hard.
so long to read all this. I read very slowly.
Same.
Apparently.
I feel you.
Well, anyway, then Thursday, me and Clan Diesel and Buck will have 3 Old Men at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, where we talk about this random stuff. Last time we talked a lot about Final Fantasy stuff.
We did. We had
And,
an hour and a half episode, over an hour and a half, just talking about Final Fantasy 14.
We did, yeah.
It was beautiful.
And other Final Fantasies, we listed out our
Yep.
top 10 for 1 through 10.
Well,
So
We did 1 through 10 because Stax asked it. It wasn't necessarily our top 10 because we didn't get to add tactics because Stax is biased.
yeah, or
And we
Mystic
agreed on
Quest.
a lot of them, but some of them were. Yeah, we don't count Mystic Quest.
Yes, we do. I do.
Number one.
Final Fantasy 6 was number 1.
We also didn't get to add Crystal
Yep.
Chronicles in there.
Yeah,
no,
Chris
nobody
Chronicles.
talks about that.
Was X2 included in there?
Nope.
Nope. The limit was
X2.
to 10.
I've beat that game, by the way. I have beat that game. I
The
really like
best part
Final
of
Fantasy
X2 is
X
the opening.
and I thought that 10-2 would give me more storyline, and it did not give me
Yeah.
more storyline.
Dude, I had the strategy guide for both 10 and 10-2.
I had the strategy guide for 10. I
I had them for the
don't know how
longest
much
time.
I used it, but
I think they're still in storage, but like
Just
they're
on
still
storage
in
parts.
damn near in mint condition, dude.
nice. All right, just going down the row here. Double Buck. So
Hello. Well, this week we'll probably do some World of Warcraft on Monday because that's the last day of 50% increased XP. However, Alpha 21 stable is now alive. So we'll probably be doing that on Wednesday and Friday. But Saturday, we have some more of my D&D. Where
Shopping episode.
hopefully they'll get done with their shopping episode. That will be the start of 3 sessions. But we never know because they may all die in the middle of this marketplace before it's over with.
We talk
He
a lot.
killed the one bad guy and
Because
his
chat-
robot friends.
They like to split the party.
Don't accuse all of us. That is all Diz.
Nope, that wasn't all Diz. Rowley did it. Stone did it.
I'm the only one
Cortland
innocent
did
because
it.
I wasn't there. I'm
Cortland
the
did
only
it.
innocent one.
And
The
Valden
only
did
one
it.
that knew better was Valden, probably.
Listen, man, Cora's not gonna yell at Rolly. She'll yell at Corlin and
No,
Valden
she'll
all
just
day.
tug Rolly along by his clothes and be like,
So-
Rolly, stay here.
So we'll see if maybe they're done shopping before next session ends on Saturday.
Like
But
that.
it will be the start of session 3 of shopping.
See, we did just make more money, though.
That is true. They did get over 1,000 gold each. So we'll see what happens.
Let's hear it
Yeah.
for killing assassins.
I'm gonna be looking for a shield, I think, because I get beat on a lot.
I mean, just use clan.
Well, when I split the
Corlin's not a
party, I
shield.
can't.
That's true. Of course,
all right.
usually when Valden splits the party, he's got Corlin with him. So, I mean, there is
That's
that.
true.
Except for
True.
this last time, he ran away from the party by himself to look for an item that I'm not divulging until he tells it in session.
Yep.
And then Cor will kill him.
Oh, absolutely.
Others will love me for it. Timmy Turbo TV.
So, we've been digging a lot into Fallout 76 lately. Still pretty early on to like I think middle of the current season going on right now. It's like Hollywood themed, so you got like your Hollywood cryptid movies and stuff like that. It's a pretty good time. I really enjoy it. We're typically live every Wednesday, starting at about 7 p.m. Eastern Standard till whenever.
And friends, if you see it's Wednesday and Tim is not streaming at that time, say, hey, Tim, it's Wednesday. Because apparently he keeps forgetting what day of the week it is.
I do.
It's a condition.
It is.
It's Tim.
Set a calendar reminder.
I have that condition though.
Calendars don't do shit because I'll forget it during the day that I see the calendar. But yeah, that's what we've been doing. You heathens have gotten me back into late night Final Fantasy 14 until about 3 a.m. every day. So I didn't want to come back to these days, but
Liar.
All right.
You're enjoying it.
Big Sly TV. Are you playing 14 as well? Everybody else is.
Like, if I had like somebody that I just paid to read all the stuff to me in Final Fantasy 14, I might.
I
play it.
know, right?
There are probably screen readers you guys could use.
there are.
That's smart and probably too much effort for me.
Can
to
it
figure
read-
Eventually,
It's
Can it
probably
read
within the
Cockney?
settings on the game.
and eventually, there's more talking. But also, if you pay me, I will go in and read out all the dialogue.
I will pay you one
thing-
high five.
One
per day.
complaint I will have about Final Fantasy 14 is it's so English. Why is it so English?
Get ready. It's getting worse.
So,
Thank
first,
Lord.
Ellen hates 15 because it's too American, but yeah, we got 14 over here, and every voice actor is
Shouldn't have-
English.
You shouldn't have fucking pickup trucks in Final Fantasy, and I will die on that hill.
Also,
think you
all
should
the
have
voice
pickup
cast
trucks
is
in
English in
everything,
16 as well,
personally.
because Yoshi P prefers English accents.
I will say there was a pickup truck in Final Fantasy VII.
I was
The-
about to
the-
say, in
there
7,
was.
there definitely
It's
one of
was.
the-
You
One
know
of the
who
famous
didn't play
scenes.
7?
Get to ride a motorcycle behind one as you're fighting a bunch of motorcycle ninjas.
That's true.
Wasn't there a car in 8 as well?
You're swinging a giant.
There should not be
Uh,
American-made pickup trucks.
Their
Let's
school
specify
flies
that.
in 8.
In fucking Final Fantasy.
That's Final
Oh,
Fantasy.
so we can have like
Anything's
Toyota
allowed.
Tundras in there. We can have Tacomas.
Them. I swear to God,
True.
I will end you.
Pickup trucks everywhere. Just, I want pickup trucks in Destiny. Give me a Sparrow that's just fucking tow mater that I can jump into. And
Wait
drive.
for it. Wait for it.
An
and you'll get
S10.
the special the season of hauling brought to you by Ford and the new F-150.
Brother, do you know how broke I would go on that season? Like immediately.
Hey, Stacks, tell Ellen what we fly around in 14.
Oh, we fly in a giant metal whale.
The big whale
Is that
in
allowed?
Final Fantasy 4.
It
Okay.
holds
In 4,
8
it's-
passengers.
In 4, it's got a fat chocobo and an N on it.
Yeah, see, there's just so much confusion that I would have trying to get into this game.
So you've been streaming some the wrestling, or
Yeah, so we're doing sports games and Destiny basically right now, and we've got 3
Sports Destiny, if you will.
two, maybe 3 more wrestlers to get created before we're ready to run into some big matches. I think we got Buck, Ocean, and a new Cryptic, a new viewer to get made, and then we'll be ready to run some shows.
nice.
But outside
nice.
of that, yeah, we're doing some Madden, some NBA 2K, and some Destiny. That's it.
All right, Judgy, what you got going on?
I believe this week we have some more Piss in the Apple Juice. A bunch of kids with Eldritch Horrors as best friends. We did get some cool items last game. I got a yo-yo that, depending on the trick I do, it manifests different things. So I did a walk the dog and I got a free puppy for a bit. So that's pretty
Hey.
cool.
Nice.
And then Thursday we have another episode of Dust of Accordia, and they are still in battle. So good luck for them.
He means you, Bug.
No,
He's
I'm
not
not.
in.
I'm not Accordia. I'm Diademia.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's in
sorry.
a whole nother. They're
Words.
in a 3-part battle.
We in a split the party battle that's going to get some people killed. I'm just saying.
Does Diz play in that game too?
No,
'Cause Diz
I-
does enjoy.
I
splitting the
split
party.
the party in this one for a reason.
Buck was like, you, and you. I want y'all to die. Y'all go over there.
No. I
You-
sent them away because I'm in a one-on-one fight with a fucking Dompier right now, and that's some son of a bitch that turned me.
Okay, that's
Son
fair.
of a bitch.
That's fair. That's
But I have my Radiant Dragon as backup,
Buck about to fuck somebody up.
so we
Yeah.
split the party.
I'll allow that one. Valden's shit, no.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that one play out and Valden die. But
It's
maybe
not gonna
this
be any of
Saturday.
the monsters that kill Valden. It's gonna be Core. That's
It will be.
gonna be how he dies.
It will be. Don't let me get too powerful, though.
Oh,
Take
trust
me
me, I
out
won't.
soon.
Oh wait, I wasn't supposed to say that. Sorry.
Not you. All right, so we'll pick up on this in 2 weeks on the 23rd. So at the regular 7 p.m. Eastern time over on Nerdicopia Network. So until then, we'll just think about that chimera, right? Don't lose any sleep, and we'll see you guys next time.
Hey, Meridius won't because we don't even know it's missing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
not
either.
yet.
Mr.
All right,
Diesel,
see you
do
guys
wanna
next
send that
time.
For us?
Oh, yep. Forgot about letting him off easy.
Well, yeah. Remember, it's very simple. Since after the roll is dead, I use it. So remember,
Cop
everybody.
out.
Everybody's so fucking picky. Gosh. We'll find it. We hope all your rolls on that one. Suck it.
Nice.
I mean, they are anyway.
Suck
It's
it.
fine.
See you later.
Ninja vanish.